Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Young Chef, our European Young Chef Awards 2025. Yesterday, talented finalists had a chance to get used to their kitchens, and they cooked for the jury incredible traditional dishes as their grandparents could cook it. The very recipes that serve as an inspiration for today's competition when our finalists will take it to the next level. This is the moment where creativity meets heritage. Our young chefs are now ready to present their innovative interpretations of the traditional dishes they shared yesterday. These dishes will showcase their personal vision, modern techniques, and their ability to innovate while respecting the essence of their regional cuisine. Before we begin this competition, let's welcome Dr. Diane Dodd, President of IGCAT, to share the mission behind the European Young Chef Award 2025. Please, Diane.
Thank you so much, Nuria, and a great welcome to all of you, both here and at home. It's a real honor to be here. IGCAT is the International Institute of Gastronomy, Culture, Arts and Tourism, and our mission is to protect and to promote food and cultural diversity for future generations. And the whole idea behind this award is to really foster and nurture the young talent from across Europe that will be the custodians for our ancient recipes. But not only that, they will shine a light on food producers from around their regions, and in doing so, hopefully, keep plant and animal varieties in production. And that's really important for us, for our health, but also for the health of the planet. So it's an honor to be here, and we really need to thank a few people before we start. First of all, I want to thank the government of Catalonia, because they have been so generous in their hospitality, not only for this particular event, but also for all of the events that they've been carrying out this year as they've been World Region of Gastronomy in 2025. We've had the honor of being here twice this year. We had the World Gastronomy Summit earlier this year, and now we're here with the European Young Chef Award. And this has been a real opportunity for Catalonia to showcase their talent, their food producers, and their chefs. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I really do think that Catalonia has shown the world they can be a beacon for sustainable food systems going forward. I also want to thank, of course, the school that we're at today. We are in EUHT Sant Pol. It's a School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, and we have with us the executive director of the school with us, and this school was the inspiration behind this award. We started here in 2016, and it's on the 50th anniversary of the school. And following, I'd observed how they had a competition over many years, and I thought, this competition is amazing. We need to bring this to a European level and to use this concept to be able to nurture and foster new generations. And so I think it would be only kind if we could invite Louise Serra, Executive Director of the school, to give a warm welcome to everybody.
Yes, please.
Thanks, Diane. Thank you, everyone, all the organizers, jury, and the audience. Yes, Diane, as you said, this story started 10 years ago. In our 50th anniversary. Now we're working on the plans to organize the 60th anniversary, and it is an honor for us to bring this competition back home. You know, during all these 10 years, he has been in 9 different destinations, European World Regions of Gastronomy, and we are so happy and honored to have it here back home, to see how this has evolved during all this time, because it started inspired by the Catalonia's Young Chef competition, but it has evolved, it has improved, it's more mature, and we're happy again to have it here back home in Sant Pol. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Luis. We'll see you later. And thank you, Diane, for reminding us what this competition is really about, celebrating creativity, culture, and sustainability through food. Now I'm delighted to introduce Marta Minovas, a talented young chef from Berga, Catalonia, and the winner of the last year's European Young Chef Award. Marta, as someone who stood right there, this chef art or today, what does this moment mean to you, and how has your experience shaped the way you approach cooking now?
I'm really honored to be here with you again and share with you guys this year also. I will say to the young chefs to enjoy, to have fun, and all the work that they have already done will be putting here today, and in a good really way. And also I'm really happy to be here again and to be part of the group and to see how is the youngest going in the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marta. Thank you, Diana. Marta, two wonderful perspectives to set the tone for today's competition. Before presenting our talented young chefs, allow me to introduce the international jury panel joining us this year. Each of them brings unique expertise and a shared passion for promoting sustainable, local and creative gastronomy. First, from Cyprus, EUHT, executive chef and passionate promoter of Cyprus gastronomy. Her cooking highlights Mediterranean flavors through seasonal, regionally sourced produce. Evie, with only 2 women in the kitchen this year, do you feel there is still a barrier for women in professional kitchens, or not?
Good morning, everybody. I wish the best success to the candidates today, and of course, especially the women candidates who have this courage to compete today. Of course, as a women chef, I had to face difficult situations, which has to do mainly on the professional difficulties of this profession are more the difficult hours we're working, and we have to combine this with the personal life and the family life. But of course, many women today they succeed to manage these both challenges, and we see more and more women in the field, and this is very, very encouraging, of course. So we always encourage women to compete and take part in the competitions, because this gives them the strength to show their abilities and their skills.
Thank you very much, Evie. You know the importance of the reference, and your experience so encouraging for the next generation of female chefs. Thank you very much. From Estonia, we are joined by Ken Truff, executive chef at Hummel, known for his thoughtful approach to modern Estonian cuisine, rooted in local ingredients and honest flavors. Ken, as a slow food chef, that I love it, will local products be something you look for today?
Hi. These are very different from Estonia. Back home, it's like we don't cook like with the produce like this, so it's really different from me. But I'm really looking forward to already go to the kitchen and see what they are doing, and how nervous they are, and see all the techniques, how they use those produce. So I can maybe learn something from them.
For sure. Thank you, Ken, and a great reminder of how regional roots enrich contemporary cooking. Next, joining us from Norway is IGCAT expert Per Theodor Torrisen, chef and project leader at the Northern Norway Competence Center for Food, working to promote Arctic food traditions and sustainable culinary education. Per, what are you hoping to see in today's dishes?
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a lot of enthusiasm, and I'm hoping to see a lot of young chefs having the time of their life in the kitchen. I want to see them dare to take a step out of their comfort zone and to innovate on traditional recipes, but still being able to keep the core and the elements that lie in the traditional dish, but to showcase it in a new version with some new and exciting techniques. So I'm really excited to see what they will bring to the table today.
Thank you, Pierre, for such a clear insight into what makes a dish truly honor its origins. Next, from Scotland, we have IGCAT expert Wendy Berry, founder of the Scottish Food Guide and the Scottish Cheese Trail. Wendy is a cook, food writer, and long-standing advocate for local artisan producers. Wendy, what will you be focusing on when tasting the dishes today?
Good morning. Well, the flavor. I'm looking for lovely flavors coming through, and as my colleagues said, you know, that they're meeting the brief that they are intending, and I'm looking forward to seeing a great variety today. And I'll be particularly asking them about the provenance of the food, what's local, maybe the breed of the animal they're using or the varietal of vegetable, because I'm particularly interested in sustainable food tourism and biodiversity.
Thank you very much, Wendy. A lovely reminder that food is really about people as much as that it is about taste. From Denmark, we have Frida Jensen. You might remember her from the European Young Chef Award 2021, where she represented Aarhus, Central Denmark, and won third place. Frida is currently a chef student and opening her own pastry shop, Façon by Frida, who is being back as jury after competing here before, Frida.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be back here, just on the other side of the table. I think it gives me another perspective that I've tried to be a part of this competition before. I'm really looking forward to tasting the innovative dishes today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Frida. It's good to have someone who knows exactly what our young chefs are experiencing today. And finally, our jury chair, Chef Xavier Pellicer from Catalonia, renowned for his philosophy of healthy gastronomy that balances flavor, sustainability, and well-being. His restaurant, Xavier Pellicer, was awarded Best Vegetable Restaurant in the World in 2018 by the We're Smart Green Guide, an intimate, carefully designed space with a warm atmosphere and capacity for 60 people. Xavier, as jury chair, what will be most important for you in these innovative dishes?
Good morning, everyone. The most important thing, it's really difficult, you know. We are here 6 colleagues that we need to decide who wins today. This is a very hard job, and we're going to see some small details that could be balanced to the winner. And I think what Wendy said, the aromas, the flavor, the sustainability, we have to understand really about what we tasted yesterday, which is the evolution that they propose today with the new dishes, the innovative dishes. No? We are really on a big expectation.
Thank you, Xavier, for your words. And why don't you, do you mind to share with the audience and with all the people that is in the streaming with us, that which are the criteria points, the most important criteria points for all of you? And the moment to put what is important for all of you. You've got your list, and you have different criteria points. Could you share just one each other? Or two, doesn't matter. We have time.
Well, for me, I think when we talk about the flavor, no, the salt, it's really important to understand if they're really transmitting the real taste that they are trying to present. No, then for me, salt is always really, really important on a recipe. Not on plus, but on the.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Next one, please, Evie. Yeah, thank you.
Well, in my opinion, the traditional dishes have a wise balance that has been transferred for maybe for hundreds of years. So we get a traditional recipe after it has been changed from on many different textures and remains unchangeable for many years. That means that it has a very wise form. So for a chef to try to, in a way, transform this recipe, a traditional recipe, and showcase this recipe in a fine dining dish, it has difficulties. And the biggest part needs to understand really the core philosophy of the recipe, and then try to transmit this recipe. So this is what we're going to see today. If the young chefs, they did all this work and they succeeded to transfer this balance and transfer the memories of the traditional recipe. And of course, they're already winners, as we said, because they did all this work to work with tradition, which is the most important, of course, and because tradition is by definition sustainable, it goes together. So we already have done, is already a big job is done, but we will see how successful these new ideas will showcase today.
Thank you very much.
For me, yesterday when we tried traditional dishes, were really, really flavorful and really good aromas around the panel over here. So I hope today the flavors don't get lost and we will get the same amount of aromas and flavors as yesterday.
I think the overall cooking philosophy of the young chef, it's really important. It says something about who they are and where they come from. But and of course also the taste and the flavor needs to be spot on, and it needs to be you need to recognize the traditional dish in the innovative dish in one way.
Thank you.
My colleagues have covered it beautifully, and it is the whole package. But one thing that we haven't mentioned, which also impacts on the flavour, is the temperature. So if it's a hot dish, I'd like to see a hot plate and hot food, because that will also affect the flavours. Likewise, a cold dish.
That's true. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think for me, the respect of the original traditional dish is very important. It's very important that you can see the lines between the two dishes. So I will be looking at that today.
Okay, thank you very much to the jury. Our chefs, I think they have already started working hard in the kitchen this morning, experimenting, innovating, and bringing their personal visions to life. Okay, so now it's time for the jury visit, where the jury will observe the techniques and ingredients up close. So please, you can go to the kitchen when you want and enjoy your moment and be good with them, please. And as our jury goes to the kitchen, I'd like to invite Luis Serra, IGCAT ambassador and director. again. As our jury goes to the kitchen, I'd like to invite Luis Serra, IGCAT Ambassador and Director of Sant Pol School of Hospitality and Culinary Management and President of EUHT International, the International Association of Hospitality, Culinary and Tourism Schools Director, say a few words. Please, Luis, come with us, please. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Luis. I just wanted to bring you back in again because I wanted to talk a little bit about the context of bringing this back to Sant Pol again, and if you've seen an evolution in this competition at all.
Yes. Yes, I remember when it started 10 years ago, and we organized the whole thing. It took place here in Sant Pol, 3 days. Now it's much better organized in a different way. Let's remember that 2016 is right, European Region of Gastronomy. The consequence, what I have noticed is that during all these years around it, so it's not just a competition, it's the visits that we're doing these days, the gala dinner that will take place tomorrow, any other activities, gastronomy-related visits and tours here in Catalonia.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I have to thank you once again, Luis, because this has been a real journey for us. Both of us, we learnt so much from the School of Sant Pol. How long have you been doing your competition for?
The one in Catalonia, it's been 38 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we started right now, this year will be 43 years for the young cocktail competition of Catalonia, 38 in culinary arts. That thing, 38 years ago, culinary arts and gastronomy weren't that popular. And we were one of the pioneers, all with the support also of other Catalonian participating schools, okay, because Catalonia's Young Chef competition, it's possible with the attendance of the rest of Catalonian hotel schools and culinary schools. And yeah, I mean, it has been raining a lot since then.
And you might be happy to know that now this has been replicated, your model has been replicated across many of the European regions of gastronomy. And most of them are having their own regional competitions. And these regional competitions, that's where we get the finalists from. So all the finalists that are here with us today have come from different regions of gastronomy, and they're all borrowing your model, Luis. And not just that, but for the first time, we had the first competition in a world region of gastronomy in the Americas. So your concept is actually being spread across the world, from Catalonia to the world.
Yeah, it's great, and we're so proud and happy to hear this, because I always believe in learning best practices, and I can tell how the competition has evolved. I'm sure that our inspiration in other regional competitions, I'm sure they have adapted to their circumstances to find the best practice for each of the regions.
It's wonderful to see that.
That's great.
Really. Thank you so much, Luis.
Thank you, Diana.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Luis.
Nuria, is it possible we could invite Delia Perpignan, the Secretary General of Prodeca, with us? Because I just saw her in the corner of my eye, and Prodeca have been so generous in hosting this event, taking us to wonderful places around the region. I think it's best that Delia tells you a little bit more about Prodeca and their mission herself. But also, Delia was very, very integral in the whole organization of many of the events that have taken place across Catalonia during this year, while Catalonia has been World Region of Gastronomy. So
let's invite Delia Perpignan, please, from Prodeca, promotes Catalan products internationally. In what way? Thank you very much. What way does this competition help you? Oh, yeah, please. Okay.
Hello. Thank you, Diane. For us, it's also an honor to be here and to represent Catalonia in this event, because for us it's very important, an opportunity to try to explain our gastronomy around the world, and also with a young chef that is our future in the gastronomy world. No? And it's, yeah, for us it's a real opportunity. After also in a Night of Stars, that Catalonia was the highest region with more awards, and I think today is a good, okay, sorry, and yes, it's a great end for us.
Great. Very good. Okay, thank you very much. No?
And I
You
have
have
to say,
something?
could I just say something, Delia? This year has been such a big highlight for Catalonia. What has it really meant for you and for the chefs and for the food producers of Catalonia?
I think for first time this year, all in also tourism, agriculture sector, sell our products and gastronomy in the same way or with a world region of gastronomy. Until now, each one say their history, and for first time, I think this year put all our values in common and explain for what is important gastronomy and also products for the identity and for the future of Catalonia. I think all it's thanks to World Region of Gastronomy, because for us it has been an opportunity to sell our identity all together, and I think it's one of the best things that we can obtain of the World Region of Gastronomy.
I think that's a wonderful point, Delia, because
I think it's
food
the best
is
point.
identity,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what this competition is about. And it's really about asking the young talent from across Europe to embrace their identity and understand that their identity is actually their powerful selling point. It's the asset. It's it's something that they have that nobody else has, and so it's wonderful. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Thank you much, you too, Diana and IGCAT, and all the participants and all to be here in Catalonia. It's
Thank
a great
you, Delia.
pleasure, really.
Thank you very much, Delia. And now, as you can see, we are live from the kitchen. The jury is on the floor. They are checking in with the chefs, asking questions, and seeing all the creativity in action. Marta. The jury is with Ivan now. But what do you think is happening there now? How does he feel in this moment?
They are asking what he's going to do, how he's going to prepare it, how he's going to put his traditional dish in an innovative one. And he's probably nervous because when the jury comes inside the kitchen, you feel a little bit more nervous than you are. But yeah, I think this is what is happening because he's talking a lot, and the jury is asking a lot as well. So they are probably changing these words and for what he's preparing and what he is going to do. And this will happen with all the participants.
And do you think is worse yesterday than today, or similar?
I think today is worse.
Today is worse?
For the nerves.
Yeah?
Because today is the innovative one. The traditional one, they probably cooked a lot in their lives.
Okay.
But the innovative one is the...
transform.
It's the... yeah, it's
transforming.
The one that they believe that it represents their region, and we'll see it. I'm really prepared to to see what are they bringing to us. And as yesterday we comment that the flavors and the smelling were really good. So let's see today how it goes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really tough for the jury because yesterday Marta and I got a chance to taste all of the dishes and everyone smelled delicious and everyone tasted delicious. I mean, grandmothers don't get it wrong, do they? And grandmothers know, and these are the recipes of their ancestors, which is...
Grandmothers are always right. They are the best.
Absolutely. And we missed Yanis there, but you probably saw him on the screen. But Yanis was the first one to go into the kitchen. It's always hard to go first as well. And I remember yesterday he cooked for us chickpeas, and we will see how that evolves today. And I think it's worth mentioning that a big emphasis in this competition is about nutrition, and it's also about health. And we really do need to start eating more beans, peas, and lentils. So I was really happy. Lots of the dishes seem to have those as a base. They were a base for our ancestors, but as food has become much more globalized, people have moved away from eating beans, peas, and lentils, and have stuck to the regular staples, the wheat and the rice, and so on. And this is an era, and we need young chefs that are really starting to innovate with the beans, peas, and lentils. You have one word for that in Spanish, legumbres, and so it's really nice to see those creeping in, because these traditional recipes do have those, and to see how they innovate with those.
Marta, do you think? Sorry, Diana.
No, go.
Marta, do you think that the pressure makes you a better cook, a better chef?
Yeah, I think sometimes help you because without pressure you don't feel that you have to do your best sometimes. And I think pressure is good, but in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
For sure. Thank you.
And there's a lot of pressure on them. Because, you probably can't see on the images, but for each of them, they have a small pot on each of the tables. One pot is for plastic waste and one pot is for organic waste. Because we really want to instill the values as well in our food systems of avoiding plastics. We know there are now more biodegradable plastics, and that's perfect, but we don't want plastics in our food supply chains. And so, in this competition, it's really a signal to say, look, we really should be having a conversation about how much plastic waste there is, and if we have plastic waste, is it biodegradable, and so on. And the other thing is the food waste. And so Ivan, who they just spoke with, it was really nice to see that, he's very concerned about food waste, and that's something that,
Now they are with Nigel from Gozo.
Okay. Nigel also, he said he appreciates zero waste cooking. And the question is this true? The jury will be watching them to see how are they using every cut of the meat or every piece of the vegetable. Are they using the skins? Are they throwing them away? How are they really addressing food waste?
Yeah, for sure.
And we're very happy because Frida, who's on the jury, when she was in the competition, she had absolutely zero food waste. There wasn't one thing that she did not use. The peel was used to make a liquor. Her values are very, very clear, and that's why we've brought her back this year to help us evaluate that.
And what did you make winner to you, Marta? What do you think? Which criteria, which point made you winner last year?
I think
your opinion, of course.
In my opinion, I think it was in general the way that the storytelling was in my innovative dish, and also how I put the traditional dish in. That they look it and they said that they were looking the traditional one as well. But also, I think I add some few things that make it the jury maybe feel like they were tasting or they were feeling a different experience. I put them instead of wine or a different beverage. I placed an aroma in a glass of wine, and while I was doing my speech and telling the storytelling and everything, I was behind was like a song that is really traditional in my town, and that makes me feel the jury make part of what I was explaining and feel a Catalan. So that this is, I think,
I
the part.
actually remember your presentation, and it was wonderful. It was like spine chilling as well, because it evoked everything.
Yeah.
It was smell, and it was the sound, and it was their story. And so, you really felt connected to the dish. So the storytelling element and the creativity in the storytelling is really important in the kitchens nowadays.
Yeah. I would like to talk about storytelling later, but now they are with Anakin talking about Catalonia. Huh?
So
They
he
are
has
with-
a hard task because
Yeah.
he comes after Marta won last year. So I feel the real pressure for him.
Yeah.
What I like about Anakin is he's very dedicated to promoting 0 kilometer, and that is so important in this competition. The food producers, really need our support, and if we can get our young talent and influencers to influence other people to use local products. That's really important, because if we don't eat them, they won't produce them. And we will lose a lot of animal plant varieties. We already have lost them, and we need to find a way of resuscitating them or to bring them back. So we really do need young ambassadors for local products.
And Marta, what has happened since you won last year?
Actually, it was a 3-year, but it has gave to me even more motivation for what I like, that is cooking, and also sharing to people what I want to share, local products, sustainability, making sure that the food is good and smells. The smelling for me is really important. But also it makes me to be more expressive. I had different opportunities. I keep experimenting things, but yeah, it's been a really long year, because I had a lot of opportunities, and
Just 2 weeks ago, I was in a festival where Marta was the star chef in festival, talking about robots and artificial intelligence.
So different. Yeah. It was actually so fun, because I had to make a menu that was involved robots and all the future, how I see my future, and I had to put it in a menu. This was really different, and I had fun doing it.
And that was
a lot of creativity.
It was a festival organized by one of the IGCAT experts, Jorge Bernandez, called Fantastic, and it was really fantastic, because Marta really put on the plate some really interesting dishes. From one looking at how robots might cook and what they can't do and what they can do, but also looking at a sort of a macabre future as well, as if we don't protect our food products, what will things look like in the future?
There were a plate that I was saying, if we don't be careful with our future and with the environment things, what it happens will be this. And I put a yuca that it was completely dark. I was representing the pollution, yes.
Yeah.
In this plate, it was actually.
It was very thought-provoking, because we really do have to look after the environment, and I think in that regard, Catalonia has been exceptional in putting strategies into place at policy level to ensure that we're protecting the environment, protecting, really having a debate with farmers and fishermen about what are the challenges for them and how can we support them better in the future so that we can keep these food products alive going forward.
Thank you very much, Marta. Diane, what do you think, yes, about inviting Rosa? Because I think Rosa Mayordomo is here between the attendees. Please, Rosa is the Secretariat General de l'Acadèmia Catalana of Gastronomy and Nutrition. Thank you very much, Rosa. Welcome to
Thank you very much to
our
you.
Young Chef Awards. And can you explain us a little bit about what you do in the academia? Or
The Acadèmia Catalana de Gastronomia i Nutrició is an institution, a governmental institution, that takes care of tradition, divulgation, research of the Catalan tradition in gastronomy. And we are very happy to be nominated for the World Region of Gastronomy 2025. Since you should know that in ancient times, through British sources, Catalan products have been praised and very much appreciated. Now, to have this nomination is an opportunity to show the world these products are still on. And we have to thank to our fishermen, to our farmers, to our livestock breeders, how they keep working to make us enjoy a high quality product that now reaches the world. If we pay attention, you will see all these tests doing here today. They are using local products from Catalonia. We are lucky because our geographical situation gives us fresh products from the mountain, from the sea, from the inland, and they all arrive fresh to the markets. So it's for us, we are such a lucky country to have this disponibility at our hands, and the young chefs have the responsibility to use them well, using their creativity, their imagination. Marta here is an example because when she won the local award, she used her tradition in her region in Berguedà to make a beautiful, extraordinary dish with flavor, with fragrance, like a perfume, looking nice, and all the senses were working together. This is what we are looking for. Sustainability is good, but we have, I repeat, the responsibility on us to give a good use of these products. So this is my message and the message of the Academy.
And as we can see, is the impressive link that is between these awards with your Academy about these 0 kilometer products and tradition and fresh and, you know.
You know, tradition is the root for the developing and the new innovation of the way we eat, the way we have a relationship with the need of feeding us to survive. If you see, all the Mediterranean have a long cooperation and very similar way of using food to grow up like a healthy society. Product is the base of this, I would say, this tree with the roots and all these leaves. So take care of our products.
We've been
Diane, thank
enjoying
you for this opportunity. This is our window to the world. Through this great event, I was lucky to the young chefs and a lot of elation, and the Academy will be here just to support and back up all the initiatives you are thinking on in the present and in the future. Thank you. Thank you
very much, Teresa. Thank you very much, Rosa. Thank you. And now, as we can see, watching the TV, they are with Joana Gonçalves, the co-Ibimbra.
Yes, I think we've skipped Bogdan Andrei
and Bogdan,
from Banat, which is a candidate for European Region of Gastronomy in 2008. And just to comment on Bogdan Andrei, I really like that he mentions his complete commitment to organic products and free-range animals. And I think this is really important, and I think it's something that will attract the attention of Wendy, because she's a real, advocate for that. She has the Scottish Food Guide, and in that she puts the criteria. She won't have any restaurant in her guide that doesn't have animals that are free to range and that are grass-fed, not fed on soya or other industrialized pellets. So I think this is an also important message. It's not just about what we eat, it's about what our animals eat as well. Yeah. And that's an even bigger challenge for farmers and fishermen.
That's what I wanted to tell you. It's a big, big, big challenge because there's no succession. Young people doesn't want to do that. The young people, they don't want to take care of cows and sheep. They prefer to be programmers. They prefer to work on IA. What do you think about that?
It is a huge challenge. Within our network, we've been discussing it a lot. And next year, we'll have our second World Gastronomy Summit. It will be in Manabí in Ecuador, which will succeed the title from Catalonia. And the whole emphasis will be on empowering youth through gastronomy. And there will be a big emphasis, not just on the young chefs, but also on the farmers, the fishermen, the food producers. Because if we don't have young people going into those industries anymore, we won't have those food products.
We won't have those products, amazing products we need.
And it's a big conversation to have. So
to become a healthy society, that's true.
Absolutely.
And now they're still with Joana.
Maybe Marta might comment on Johanna's work. Probably, again, zero waste philosophy, local ingredients. I think the other interesting thing is that she's working with goat meat, and traditionally, animals were very, very sacred creatures. They had to feed you for a long time, so you couldn't go and just pick up a chicken every day of the week. It was special. So goats, and she makes the observation that goats were only eaten when they could no longer reproduce or work. So the goats had a long life, and then that's when they were used. But if the meat was tough then, so they have particular techniques to ensure that the meat is soft and tender and so on. And that's going to be a real challenge.
Yes, let's see how she brings it, because at the end, goat, the meat of goat, it's hard to cook it. So let's see how she ended up doing it and convincing the jury. As yesterday she did.
Yeah, and she only has 2.5 hours to cook in. All of them only have 2.5 hours. And to marinate and to get that tenderness, you probably need a lot more time. So that's when the techniques come in the kitchen, and you have to find solutions. So we'll see what she does with that today.
And now they are with Pia.
Okay, so Pia is from Slovenia.
From Slovenia, yeah.
And I loved her dish yesterday.
Yes, it was amazing too.
It was very, very tasty, very tasty. And again, she talked about foraging. She talked about local products. And she was also combining root vegetables and buckwheat, traditional old-fashioned cooking. So that was really great. But she's also studied about fermentation. So I think we're going to see something there.
Yeah, she yesterday said that we were going to see something about fermentation that she studied. So let's see what she brings up and what she do.
Yeah, I have to say there's a really lovely food scene going on in Slovenia, and it's very much farm to fork philosophy. So many restaurants have their own farm. They're looking after their own animals and their own vegetables. And I think this is really beautiful to see how so many chefs are now relying on their own gardens to ensure they get the organic, good, healthy products. So that's very interesting.
I think the jury has a very, 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 very difficult challenge today. Yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Because all the dishes, yesterday dishes were amazing. But I want to know a secret, Marta. Come on, tell us. What did you feel when they said Marta Minuas, winner, Young Chef Award 2024?
At the beginning, I didn't realize it. I was shocked. Yes, but at the end, I was so happy because I was happy to the work that I did and all the time that it took me to prepare it. And I think not for winning or that, but I think everyone that's competing last year and all the years feels that way, that they are so happy for the work that they have been doing all these months and showing a little bit of the part of the region that they are explaining in their dishes. So I think this is the best part, that you feel happy for the work that you do and the good answer response of the jury. It's actually really, really nice. So yeah,
and for sure you cannot confess you felt something, you expect something, that you were the winner, or it was a completely surprise.
I told the participants also, but I was just having fun in the competition, because this is once in a life. So this is how I manage. I was so nervous, of course, but I tried to have fun and to show everyone what is Catalonia, and yeah, so happy to share.
Congratulations for your award.
And I think they are doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Also. Yes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
What is lovely about being hosted in such a generous fashion is that we have some time for the young chefs to get to know each other. We had a welcome dinner 2 nights ago. Yesterday, got to cook their traditional dishes together, but it wasn't a competition. It was to get to know the kitchens. And then we had a wonderful trip. We went to Viladrau, and we learned about Catalan traditions there, the castanyada, and also
Tio.
The cagadillo.
Yeah, they hit the Tio, and it was so funny.
Yeah, and we saw just the variety of products that you can get from one fruit. So the chestnut, and that was very nice to see as well.
And then we had a dinner that they was explaining the chestnuts and how you can add it in a dessert, for example, or in a soup, in a cream. So this is actually really nice to see it, and for the young chefs that are here to know a little bit more about our region.
Okay. What do you think about inviting to Jaume Gomila? I saw him here with us.
I think that's a great idea, because Jaume Gomila is Vice President of IGCAT.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. Bon dia.
Good morning, Jaume.
First of all, I would like to express deep gratitude to Catalonia, World Region of Gastronomy 2025 for having us, and we are so happy to be here.
And Jaume, you've been following Menorca, European Region of Gastronomy, for some years. In fact, you were the promoter of pushing Menorca to go for the title. I'm so glad you did, because Menorca has been showing wonderful talent over these years. Tell us about your experience in European Young Chef Award and what that has meant for Menorca.
Yes, well, my journey started in 2018, several years ago. And I think that the most important point to remark is that we are part of a revolution, a food revolution for good. And Menorca has been changed for good because now we realize that young chefs, they are the present and the future. And if we have to talk about food sovereignty, that's a human right. It's also a development objective and also an agreement of the European Green Deal. So it's not something superficial, it's something very, very deep. Every person has the right to be nourished and well nourished. And thanks to these amazing talents, we are more and more near this utopia, but hopefully one day is something that we can reach.
And how many competitions has Menorca taken part in?
7.
And what about the chefs that took part? What did they tell you?
All of them, they are ambassadors of IGCAT and some ambassadors from Menorca. And they have this pride and they are spreading the message and they are collaborative. They don't compete anymore. I understand that in this moment when cooks became chefs, they maybe 30 years ago, they started their own businesses and maybe competition among them was more meaningful. But this generation, they are totally different. Thanks to this contest, they collaborate, they do exchanges, and at the end of the day, they are all winners. So that I cannot be more proud and touched because of this project.
Oh, look, and the moment, please, is that Joan from Menorca is with the jury.
That's a big coincidence, but it's a wonderful one.
Not coincidence, eh?
So,
it's the spirit of Menorca spirit.
Absolutely. Yes. And I think what you said, Jaume, is so important because the young chefs come to this competition as competitors, but they leave as long life friends. Yeah. And I think that's really important. And it's really, again, thanks to the generosity of our hosting institutions that is able to happen, that we can have them here for a full 3 days and that we can really foster those relationships and friendships.
Yes, it's very, very moving, as I said before, and I think this knowledge of grandmas, because grandmas, they didn't maybe hear the words sustainability, regenerative practices, organic, healthy, local, but they had all this knowledge, and they are reinventing this knowledge, this wisdom, and spreading among the whole world, thanks to
that's why you went, you come into your grandma's house, and the first thing you say is,
the smell.
Smelly. Don't you? In my house, it doesn't happen. In my mom's house, yes, it is, but not mine.
Absolutely, and that happened yesterday. The smells that were coming out of it were just amazing, amazing. I want to note something else as well, because Joan has it in his introduction, that he really values craft and tradition. And I think that's also a very important element in this competition, because we're not just supporting the food producers, but also crafts and traditions. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yes. I think that Menorca is in the forefront as for intangible heritage and intangible cultural heritage, and this alliance between gastronomy and artisanship is very important. I think that we had this idea that artisanship was something old, something ancient, but it's so important to give a story to the dish, to the amazing products that each region has, and thanks also to the European Young Chef Award, they tend to present the dishes with the best alliance with the artisans. And now the artisans are in fashion again. They are collaborating with designers. And it's, as I said at the beginning, it's a movement.
Absolutely, it really is. Thank you, Jaume.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very
and
much,
good luck to
Jaume.
everyone. It will be difficult for the jury, for sure. Thank you.
Really will.
Thank you very much. Now we are with Gabriel from Sicilia, the famous cannolo yesterday.
Oh,
The desert.
delicious. I mean, it's one of my favorites.
You said yesterday that it's a risky product, no? It's a risky dish. Do you think about that, Marta? Is a desert is a risky dish?
Well, it's the only dessert in the competition today, so maybe it could be a
positive thing.
a positive thing, or it would be the whiskey is the last, so always dessert the last. So maybe it's the thing that the jury say, oh wow, I needed this now, and it feels yes.
Absolutely. And 2 years ago, actually, it was a dessert one, and it
yeah.
won with only 3 ingredients in it. So
yeah?
that was a dessert from Slovenia. So, you know, it's not necessarily a risky thing to put the dessert into a competition, but, you know, you really have to wow the jury with a dessert. And especially, I don't know how he's going to improve on a cannolo, because I mean everybody knows cannolo and it's amazing. And the one that he presented for us yesterday was particularly special.
And it was so good, actually.
And
it was so good. Let's see today, because it's difficult. Well, all of them are difficult to transform the traditional to innovate, of course.
Incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
But it looks, you know, from what we've seen in the application, it looks like it's going to have a major transformation. So let's see if he can keep the flavors and bring some new textures and rhythms to this. But
yeah, I think that really has a bit difficult here, because all the participants, I think they are bringing a really good options of to be the winner of this European Young Chef Awards 2020.
Let's talk a little bit about Joan and his dish, because I think we have they are with Joan.
They're still with Joan? Okay, sorry. So
from Menorca.
Yeah, what I like also about Joan's dish is that he's working with black geisha, which is an ancient non-hybrid wheat variety. And again, you know, we're really trying to push young chefs to be the ambassadors for bringing back traditional food types, plant and animal varieties that otherwise would be extinct. Not just because it's a fanciful thing to do, but because those are those resilient crops for us going forward. They are the ones that sustain our ancestors. And if we really want to increase and support biodiversity in our environment, then we really need to start thinking about what were those ancient food crops that we need to put new focus on again.
We've got just 10, maximum 12 minutes until the jury comes back. So I would like from you, Marta, again, you know. Do you think that this award can change your life in some aspects to this guy?
Yes, even just participating, your life is changing, because you're going to be part of IGCAT, and you're going to be promoting your region for all your life. But yes,
that people invite you everywhere, or what happened to you?
Yeah, they invite to do some show cookings, talking about local products. We were talking about this now, but it's so important to make sure that local products can reach to the older society, and the way that we cook it, and so different ways of how to treat them. Maybe a young chef can bring us different way of cooking for the creativity, or maybe he can, or they or she can bring up different ways to show all people or not all, but how can we use it? So yeah, this was really nice. I was sharing a really local product in beer that I was used also with the competition. It's exactly it's called Blat de Moro Escairat. It's a how you say? It's a corn. But it's a variety that is just in the Berguedà in my region. So that
special one.
Yes,
like
and I'm really happy to share this with my zone of where I live, because it makes also people there that they're living there seeing that it's still alive, you know. So yeah.
Oh, you're already here, guys. Okay, they have complete their read. Okay, amazing. What about the kitchen? Everything okay? Did they do a good job? What? Did they do a good job? Yes. Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much. Okay. So maybe we will start with the moment we are waiting for. I don't know if they are ready. Not yet. Okay, we'll wait a little bit. Okay. Xavier, now you have completed all the visits. Yeah. What was your impression of the kitchen today? What did you notice about the chef, their ingredients, and the way they are approaching their innovative dishes?
I think we saw 9 persons really involved in their job, really concentrate. Also, few nervous because it's normal, but they were really humble with us, and they explained very well what they tried to develop on the proposal they are planning, they are doing, no? And we try to understand very well which is the transmission between the traditional and the innovative dish that they will be present later. Then it was like, I say, good comments. I think we will have very nice surprises, and we cannot say anything about if you think it will be one better than the other, because they are really focused on doing a very nice and hard job. Then we need to be calm and just wait for not very far. We're gonna start to taste, then it will be the. But we see really a lot of techniques, a lot of innovation ideas. Then we hope we're gonna have very nice surprises.
Thank you, Xavier. Per, what did you see in the kitchen? Come on.
I saw a lot of excited young chefs.
Did you see exciting?
Yeah, a bit nervous, and of course, some of them rather we were not there, but they answered to our questions, and yeah, what I saw was young chefs having control, cooking. There was intense movements back and forth, a lot of good smells. Exciting to see a lot of innovative techniques being used, a lot of ingredients that I've never seen or smelled before. So it was a learning process for me as well.
Of course. Well, thank you very much. Wendy, come on. Your experience, please, can you share?
Fantastic experience, so interesting, and things that you've never heard of, and you're trying to work out what they are. There's some amusing moments when you're asking about the cuts of meat, and it's quite difficult, the different languages, the different cuts of meat. So a lot of mime went on very successfully, sign language, and also I was very impressed how tidy everybody was. Very, very tidy kitchen.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Evie, come on, explain us your experience in the kitchen today.
Well, everybody were in the middle of the process, and they are very calm and they are very concentrated. And what we discussed. The techniques they used on the traditional dish yesterday if they are transferring the same and some more techniques on the innovative dish. And what we saw, it was that they're using the basic techniques of yesterday dishes, but they're also adding some modern techniques with molecular gastronomy and other techniques they find convenient to showcase a modern plate. So we will have surprises on the presentation, definitely. And of course, the final sensation of the taste, that they want to infuse the traditional flavors on the new dish. I think they're using the modern techniques to infuse and transfer the sensation of the traditional dish.
Do you think they will reach out it? They will achieve this goal?
They seem very confident when they explain their dish. So I'm sure there must be, it will be very interesting. So we will wait to taste.
I think today you will have a difficult challenge, all of you, huh? I think, with all these dishes. Okay, thank you, Evie.
Thank you.
And now, please, can you explain us your experience in the kitchen?
Yeah, I think we saw exactly what we wanted to see. A little bit of sweat on the forehead, moving fast, really tight. Yeah, they are great. I think they are going really good today, and I hope to see the dishes already.
Okay, thank you very much. Frida, it's your turn to explain us your experience.
Yes, I agree with Ken. The kitchen was filled with very passionate young chefs. That was very nice to see. They surely have a lot on their mind and in their hearts. They are very proud of their region and story, and I think that's very nice to see. Yeah.
Thank you very much, all of you. Diane, do you have any question to the jury?
No, not at the moment. I think they've got a very hard task on their hands, because from what I've seen in the applications, it's a really high level of technique and skill. They've got great products that are backing them up from their regions. And each of the young chefs have a mentor with them. They're here today supporting them. They also have family members and supporters here. It's great to see them coming and sharing this experience with them. So I think that, you know, they have all of the ingredients to really wow the judges today. And I'm glad I'm not in their shoes and having to choose the winners.
So let's see, Marta, do you have any questions to the jury or don't? What would you like? Today you can. Last year I couldn't, but today you can.
I really don't know, but last year I was in the other part of the table, and I think all the participants that are going to do a great job, and I think they are going to explain very well how to they have been transforming all the dish and the traditional dish to the innovative dish. And yeah, I also think that the jury has a really hard moment and times right now, because I don't know what is going to happen, but I think it's going to be a really tight, maybe. But yes.
I know we are in the middle of the contest, but I would like to ask you, one each other, if you have some favorite at the moment. Do you have someone you smell? It can be or don't. Wendy is, I like, she's bold woman.
If we did, we would not tell you.
But it's interesting.
Good answer,
They
Wendy.
have a little bit, of course. Okay, Xavier, do you have someone of them?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, nada, nada.
Ken, do you have some favorite?
Yeah, you have.
No, you don't.
Doesn't matter, eh? Like a 50%,
No.
60%? Don't.
No.
Okay. Per?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah.
I have 9 favorites up there.
Good answer. Perfecto. Amazing. Evie.
Well, not exactly favorites, but some dishes, traditional dishes yesterday were very successful, in my opinion. So this makes it really more difficult for them because we are expecting more of the, we expect the modern dish to be on the same level or higher. So
yeah,
I think it's a bigger challenge for them. So really
you have a hard work today. They have a hard work and you have a hard work too. What about you, Frida?
No favorites at the moment. But I think the thing about the traditional dishes is that if you take a very common traditional dish, it can be very difficult to innovate, because there's a reason why it's a very traditional, well-known dish. So I have high expectations.
Okay, thank you very much. Diane.
I think there's something that we haven't commented on in the criteria, which maybe is good too, and that is the proportionality of vegetables to protein on the dish, and also the healthiness of the dish. And I think that's something that our chair of the jury is very keen about. And maybe, Xavi, you could tell us a little bit more about this philosophy and his philosophy, because we really do need to eat more healthily, and I think it's a good signal. We were looking for a chair that had this sense of healthy eating. We found Xavier, so we're very happy.
Why we have to eat more healthy? I think it's just because the direct consequence of eating healthy is on your body, your mind, and it's just about take conscience about how you love yourself, and just you want to preserve your life better than it be if you are on focus only on food, industrial food, or ultra processed aliments. Then I think it's just about feelings, no? And it's not easy because the concepts of our societies are not focused on this way. They are now trying to change, but I think lobbies and good, powerful structures have other interests than to be more healthy than we are on the moment. But well, I think it's just like to be pushing every day and trying to explain that a better life it could be, and we have to preserve also our primary agriculture, our also people who is growing animals in a good way of that, no, not industrial, then happy animals that we say it's very common, not to, and it's just to be focused on this, and we are doing our small point on this, and it's a good deal, but it's a difficult deal, no? It's about how we take care about each one, no? And if you want to be safe and better, eat better. This is the message.
Absolutely, and I think one of the things that has changed over time is that our proportionality of protein on the plate has changed, and even in some of the traditional recipes, probably there was more meat or more fish than maybe our ancestors would have had on the plate. Normally the meat or the fish was the garnish on the dish rather than the staple. And so
that's true. That's the history of humanity. No, when I born in 1966, we were on a dictature. Then when Franco deaths 50 years ago, and we started democracy in this country, we must have more ingredients, more food on the houses. Then it was like a new beginning of having more profit of things, no? Then when your grandfather was on a it's kind of civil war. They don't have food. They're really restricted about what they eat. When you became to a normal situation, normally it's like more because they want to give you what they don't eat before. And they were surviving. Now they can offer you a lot of good food. And it's normal. In Catalonia, it's typical. It was typical on Sundays. No, it's the family table. No, and you have the pasta with the bolognese or the tomato sauce and meat. Then you have the chicken roasted or the pork roasted with potatoes and carbohydrates. No, it was carbohydrates plus meat plus carbohydrates, and then you have the dessert. It was like you know, cake, sugar and more sugar, no? And then you do the siesta. Siesta is a very common thing that we do here, is to sit on the sofa. After that, to try to digest this amazing and rich food, no? I think now with the knowledge we have, and we take more conscience of trying to balance better what we eat to have a better digest. I think it's on the. But the traditions, we cannot have to lose them. Then it's good to do some extras sometimes, but not do an extra of life. I think it's not on common sense. Then, one is my idea of. I'm not a saint. I eat everything, but sometimes I try to balance what I'm eating. It's the same as what I'm drinking. It's just on the conscience of understanding that your body, it's the reflect of what you do and what you eat.
Yes. Nuri, do we have time for Xavi to tell us about his 3 menus? The 3 menus in your restaurant.
Yeah, please.
The concept there.
Yeah.
One of the concept of the menus, when you have a vegan menu, it's really simple. It's vegan. It's not dairy, not animal protein. Then we try to balance with organic and vegetables proteins inside, and we also keep out the gluten. We do gluten free, for the inflammation of intestines on the digest. Then we try to. One thing I don't explain yesterday is that in my restaurant, this is really singular, that we don't have and we don't use raffinated salt, white raffinated sugar, and white raffinated flours. You cannot find in my restaurant.
Oh, okay.
All three. Then we work with organic products. Then we have to change a lot of recipes about that. When you also take the gluten on your tasting menus, is the same. When you go to the pastry, and Frida could explain, it's really tough. You have to change. Yesterday, I think you visit Viladrau with the chestnut. We use a lot of the chestnut flour organic that they produce. It's very interesting. Also with the organic rice flours, we can mix and we can do interesting preparations. And then I have another menu, is the vegetarian one, that includes dairy and eggs, or eggs and cheese. And then we have the omnivore one, where you can eat some protein. Then you have at the end, we make 8 courses tasting menu. Then between the vegetarian one and the omnivore one, the 5 first dishes are the same. And then for omnivore, you can finish with a piece of fish and a piece of meat. Normally chicken, happy chicken, or happy veal. No, but it's true. And fish, or normal from the catch for the day, and we buy on the auctions, and we have wild fish. It depends on the season, no? And we balance the quantity of protein in the tasting menu. It's not more than 10% of the totality. Because Ayurveda nutrition from India, they say that when you ingest not more than 30% in protein in all that you are eating for a meal, your digest will be comfortable and easier than if you eat more than this. if you see what happens around us, people, it's more chuleton, T-bones, and Côte de Boeuf than vegetables. No, I think the world of the vegetables are really rich. I work with a lot of small producers. We have now we are in a good season with a lot of roots and leaves. Then we are on a good plan. We have a lot of chards. We have a lot of pumpkins also. We have a lot of celeriacs. We have we start with parsnip. That's very expensive, very extensive, and a lot of nice products now. Then it's just to take some imagination about them and practice with and do nice dishes, because sometimes we are just focused on if there's an egg, a piece of fish, a shrimp, or a piece of veal or whatever. No. Yep. Then there is what you say. The concept before was a big piece of protein animal and a small touch of color on the dish. It was this kind of small vegetable, as I don't know, a carrot or whatever. No, but it was like there's vegetables on the dish. No, I think we could change that. Even in my menu, when you eat the protein animal, fish or meat, practically more than 40% of the dish is also complemented with vegetables.
Absolutely. And that's why we introduced in the criteria just 2 years ago this, for you to look at the proportionality of protein on the dish in comparison with the other ingredients, because we want to raise attention on this among chefs, because we have had a tendency, as you say, to eat like we're feasting every single day, and sometimes 3 times a day. And that, you know, that's probably not good for our digestion systems, and it's definitely not good for the sustainability of the planet. And you mentioned happy chickens. Happy animals. I know that's a subject for Wendy, so I wonder if we can pass the microphone to Wendy, and Wendy could say a little bit about what makes a happy animal.
Thank you. Well, obviously high welfare, but when you're having a good flavoured animal protein, it's the breed and the feed and the skills of the butcher and how long it's hung in some cases, depending on the animal as well. And without that holy trinity, any one of these can affect the flavour and can denude the product, which is such a shame. People think that if they give it grass-fed, it doesn't matter what the breed is. Not true. They think if they've got the breed right, they can feed it grain. Not true. You're changing the composition. So it's so important to have everything right at the producer end, and then the chef skills. So it's a journey, literally farm to plate.
Yeah, and I think that's also true with plants. It's what you feed them can change the taste of the plant. It can change, you know, your perception
yes, you're
as well.
Absolutely right. And there's been some interesting work done on the nutritional values of plants. We've been involved with a project with sorrel, you know, growing it on the coastal plain, growing it in poor soil, growing it in good soil, and seeing the different varieties of nutrition.
That's wonderful. That's probably something that you're concerned about, Per, at the Competence Centre for Food, because what I've found was very interesting about that is that you really combine agricultural college with culinary. I've never seen that before, and I think that's particularly interesting.
Yeah, I would say that we're the first in Norway to be able to connect the whole value chain in food production. So it's been a large project going over for several years, the process, combining those two. So we've been also working with European-led projects to see if we can try and build a curriculum that involves the culinary students more into the agricultural practices, and also the agricultural students into the culinary practices, so that the farmers can see how they can add value to their products. And I also want to comment on a bit on the focus on vegetable.
I think we're going to have to interrupt you there, Per.
Okay.
So sorry, but I think the first finalist is ready to come in.
Yeah. The intro video.
Ονομάζομαι Λιαπάκη Γιάννης, είμαι 23 ετών και κατάγομαι από το Ηράκλειο Κρήτης. Η αλήθεια είναι ότι δεν θυμάμαι από πότε ξεκίνησα. Από ό,τι μου λένε οι γονείς μου από 2 ετών, πλάι στη γιαγιά και τη μητέρα μου. Θυμάμαι τον εαυτό μου να βρίσκομαι σε μια κουζίνα και να ασχολούμαι με ό,τι ασχολούνται και αυτές. Με εμπνέει η ίδια η φύση, οι άνθρωποι της, τα σπάνια τοπικά προϊόντα που διαθέτει το νησί. Όπως επίσης μου αρέσει όταν συνθέτω ένα πιάτο να βρίσκω ο ίδιος τα υλικά. Ήθελα να παρουσιάσω κάτι διαχρονικό από τη μινωική εποχή έως το σήμερα. Η Κρήτη ανέκαθεν, οι πυλώνες διατροφής της ήταν τα όσπρια, τα άγρια βότανα, το ελαιόλαδο και το ψάρι. Θυμάμαι τη γιαγιά μου, οτιδήποτε όσπριο μαγείρευε, την επόμενη μέρα πρόσθετε ρύζι, ώστε να το αξιοποιήσει και να μην πεταχτεί τίποτα. Πάντα τα όσπρια τα συνόδευε με κάποιο παστό ψάρι ή καπνιστό, με ελιές και τυρί. Αυτό ήταν πηγή έμπνευσής μου στο να δημιουργήσω τη σύγχρονη εκδοχή ενός παραδοσιακού πιάτου. Τα υλικά που χρησιμοποιώ για το πιάτο μου είναι τα ρεβίθια, είναι το ψάρι, το ελαιόλαδο, είναι άγρια βότανα όπως το δίκταμο, το χαμομήλι, είναι το θυμαρίσιο μέλι, κρίταμο, λιαστή ντομάτα, καθώς και το εφτάσιμο παξιμάδι. Μου αρέσει να αποτυπώνω τις αναμνήσεις μου στα πιάτα και να τα μοιράζομαι με τους φίλους και την παρέα μου.
And now the moment we've been all waiting for. After months of preparation, creativity, and passion, it's time to see how our finalists have reminded their traditional dishes into innovative masterpieces. Let's begin the European Young Chef Award 2025. Innovate dish presentations. Please, our first finalist, welcome to Ioannis Liapakis from Crete, European Region of Gastronomy, awarded 2026. Okay, maybe we should wait just 1 minute because he is coming. So let's see. Nervous for everybody, for the finalists more.
It's a tense moment for the finalists.
Yeah,
and,
Marta, you know what it means, huh? This moment?
This moment is probably the worst one. When you look, you are at the end of this career. So yeah, let's see.
We will wait for Ioannis. It deserves. So let's wait 30 seconds, I think, probably.
Just a comment on the timing in these events. It's super important. So I think here they come.
Oh, look, they are here, already here. Okay. So we are going to give the welcome again. Okay. Let's see. They are finishing, okay. Is everything okay? Come on, yeah, because the timing is very important today. So, we are going to welcome to our first finalist, Ioannis Liapakis from Crete.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ioannis Liapakis from Greece, representing Crete. The dish I prepared you today is called erevithos. It's the ancient words from chickpeas. From the bottom to the top, you will find chickpeas with rice. On top of this is foam from xenochodros. On top of this is a crumble made from diatany, from cretamus, olives, xenochodros, a rusk made from chickpeas, and cretamnus. On the top is fish, it's shibas, and I want you to taste it all together, and after this you will end up with the fluid gel made from diatany, chamomile, and thyme honey. Every ingredient of my dish is represent a different part of Crete. For example, the chickpeas is from Lasithi, the salt is from Sfakia, the honey is from Asterousia mountain, the diatany, the chamomile, and is from the Mount Dictys, and also the olive oil is from Zero, and xenochodros is a traditional product that we produce in Crete so we can preserve the milk and the wheat.
Any question from the jury or not at the moment? Thank you.
Could you tell me something about the plates, the serviceware? Is that something you brought from your home region, or?
Yes, it isn't something like from our traditional something. It's a custom plate for this dish.
Yesterday you were using this goat or sheep cheese.
Yes, it's
yeah.
inside.
Can you tell me? Yeah.
Of course, it's inside of the chickpeas with the rice. It's called graviera. It's made from sheep milk, and then we age it in caves at least 12 months. It's a PDO product, only found in Crete. Also, the olives in the crumble is PDO, only found in the area in the western Hania. And these olives mature in the tree, fall off to the ground, and then ferment it in the soil. Then we hand-picked it, we select them, and sold them to preserve them.
There's a lovely savoury flavour, that little jar that we've just been talking about. Which part did that actually play a part in the dish? Where did you add that powder?
Every part of the dish, I want to preserve something that has the most flavor of these humble ingredients. So I will make sure that it's very compact. And this is a plate for a degustation menu that will be like in 4 bites. You complete the dish, and then you wash your palate with the jello to come in and balance all the flavors and all the savoriness with a sweet and savory jello. I forgot to mention that on top of the jello is flake salt with bergamot.
Usually, we can see you use many traditional techniques and products. Do you usually do this in your cooking? Is it for the competition, or you always get inspired from tradition? Do you use this mentality?
Yes, of course. And I love to, when I make a dish, I want to be the one who search and find all the ingredients. For example, the cretamnus on the crumble is hand-baked by me in the March. Then we boiled it and preserve it in vinegar and salt solution. The dietary in the chamomile is hand-picked from the Mount Dictis. Everything is, this dish is 100% from local producers. And if you want, it's travel through time and the land of Crete, because from the Minoan era until today, the main pillars of our diet is legumes, fish, wild herbs, and olive oil. And through the land, because I wanted to cover the whole Crete in one plate.
So, any questions? No? So you can leave your dish on the table. And applause, please, for Ioannis. Thank you very much. Now we are going to watch a video for our second finalist.
Ja sam Ivan, imam 18 godina, dolazim iz Splita i ovo je moja priča. Recimo sam počeo rano raditi s nekih 12 godina u obiteljskom restoranu, praksa je bila stvarno top. I sve do više vremena postao sam svetogledniji, želio sam više, težio sam većemu i tako sam relativno počeo mijenjati restorane. Došao sam sada do ljestvice Oleši Dimitrija i volim to što radim, obožavam zapravo, svakim danom sve to mi je draže što se bavim ovim poslom. Evo dovolim samo da još uzmem peršin. Namirnice smo nabavili striktno lokalne namirnice, znači domaći OPG-ovi, ribarnica, verdure smo išli na pazar, uzeti, tako da volimo surađivati s OPG-ovima, naravno ciljamo više da je sve naše, domaće, jer o tome se najcjenije zapravo i radi, da pokažemo našu kulturu i našu priču. Ali prvo, kava. Nalazimo se u Turističkoj ugostiteljskoj školi Split, u našim kuharskim kabinetima, ovdje je sve zapravo počelo. Toliko inspiracije, toliko mogućnosti i toliko uspomena. Barcelona, ¿estás preparada?
While we are waiting until our second finalist, please, Diane and Marta, I would like your comments. We would like to hear your comments about Ioannis' dish.
Well, I have to say, it didn't disappoint. I was worried that we were going to lose the chickpeas, and no, they were there in essence.
You were there.
It was very important for me. Yeah, and beautiful flavors coming through, really stunning, and you know, finished off very nicely with that time.
Yeah, all the products that he shows us yesterday, I think they were in the plate. So yeah, so flavor. The smell was so good also as well. So yeah.
Okay. So, well, I think they're coming. So we will start with our second finalist. It looks good, huh? And now we're going to say welcome to our second finalist, Ivan Barshot from Central Dalmatia, European Region of Gastronomy Candidate 2027. An applause, please, for him.
Hello. So I hope you are remembering me. So today we have deconstructed of the buzara. So the star of the dish is basically the big prawn. So the prawn is basically just torched. It's very sweet and full of umami. In the head of the tartar is in the head is the tartar, just like you sucked the head yesterday. You can just scrape it down with a knife and enjoy it. The bread is made from the polenta, and on the top is the traditional Balkan spread. It's made from the butter, cream, and salt, but I made it with infused butter from the roasted shells. On the top is the fennel salad with some lemon zest and lemon juice. And the prawn is glazed with the bisque. And in the shot is basically a reduced stock from the shells. And for the pairing, we have zlatarica. So it's basically dyeing a variety of the wine, but thanks to local people, the wine is saved. And for the sweet pairing, it's my own Porto. So I hope you will enjoy this, and thank you.
And a question. Which is your idea with the stock? That we taste it before or later, or we add to the shrimp? Or
Before.
Before?
Before.
Okay. Then before we taste that, and then we have the, okay.
Any other questions for our jury? Not yet? Maybe we can wait a little bit. Yeah, of course. Wendy, please.
So you were telling me about your baked cake bread from your region. I'd be interested to hear a little bit more about it and the flour that you used. You baked that this morning? Yes? Yeah. Thank you.
So
a little bit more. Thank you.
Polenta, rye powder, and baking powder, yogurt, and sparkling water, and some salt and eggs.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, Frida.
So what was the most important things for you to keep from the traditional dish? Some of the elements or some of the ingredients? Or?
The prawn and the sauce.
Taya, Marta, do you have any comments?
I think it's a really massive transformation from the original dish, and I love the plating. I love it. Actually almost looked like a dessert that was coming out to us, and it's so appealing. And what I like is also that you've kept the smell, the aroma. Yeah, it was really interesting. And you, your parents run a bistro. Do you serve this there?
Actually, no.
No. It takes a little bit too long to prepare, I guess.
A little bit, yeah.
Mate, do you want to add something?
Yeah, everything mixed it up. It's actually so good, and it reminds me what you, what you was telling yesterday about your traditional plate. So I really like it.
Thank you, thank you.
Can you perhaps tell us a little bit about this plate?
So the plates weren't actually made for me. When I look at it in the store, I just imagine the dish on it, and I think it was a perfect match.
Any other questions, consultants? Diane, about his storytelling, that we love storytelling.
I do. And actually what I loved is that his grandfather is a fisherman, and that, you know, the catch comes direct. And, you know, that is actually a massive privilege to have. And I wonder about supporting future generations of fishermen and how that would happen. So, yeah, do you go out fishing yourself?
I used to as a kid, but actually not anymore, because I'm a little bit farther from my grandpa, so we are not seeing each other for maybe once a month. Yeah, we spend it on a family dinner or lunch. Yeah.
But your grandfather's clearly taught you about the different varieties of fish in the sea, and what's your favorite?
My favorite fish?
Yeah.
I don't have one, actually. I like to eat.
You like them all?
I like to eat.
Good answer, good answer. I have to say that I really enjoyed the shrimp here today.
Thank you so much.
I would like one caught from your grandfather's boat.
Of course.
Anything else to say? Xavier, do you want to give him something? Okay. Per? No questions? No else? What's the name of the dish?
Shrimp. The shrimp.
Different. Okay, very much.
Do you usually use the traditional recipes into your, when you create a new dish, you have this, you always have in mind that you can transform a traditional dish into your new recipes?
I do, but I'll prefer more to create my own. If I see one duck, I want to make a duck dish, and maybe just like it with no hometown recipes or anything.
But the sauces, sauces you create, I can see you kept the perfume of the juice of the dish yesterday to today's sauce. So you use usually on the stocks you're making and the sauces?
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You can start leaving your dish on the table, please. Ivan. And thank you for your presentation. Okay. So how's going on, everything at the moment? What do you think?
Absolutely wonderful, and enormous
expectations or
enormous transformation from the first dish to this one, and you know, very visually appealing. So
yeah, both of the two ones that we already had, visually they are so nice.
Yeah. The jury thinks the same. It's a big transformation. Are you surprised? It's what you expect, or what about? But come on, Per. What do you think?
I mean, I think we all have high expectation based on what we were presented for yesterday. So, but as I don't want to spoil too much, but I think both presentation we've had until now has been very delicate and nicely presented.
Delicate, nice presented. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Short commentary, Wendy, Ken? About until the moment, our two first finalists.
No, I think they're doing
Are you
an
surprised?
extraordinary job in a different kitchen from their own, and they're both putting their own character and their own passion into it. So it's an interesting day.
Yeah, interesting day. What about you, Ken? Your impressions?
Yeah, since the beginning it's been really delicious, really well made dishes, great techniques, and great presentations so far.
Until the moment, everything is good. Well, okay, thank you very much. We need 3 minutes.
We have a few minutes to fill, so maybe we can talk a little bit about one of the comments from the jury, which is much more delicate, much more light. And I think this is also a characteristic. Fine dining and bistros are starting to understand that a modern day stomach cannot manage on these huge, quite often stodgy meals that that our grandmothers used to cook and force down us. So because we're not working in fields and we're not working down the mines, it's not the same level of calories that we need to take in. And so, aside from the technique and the enjoyment and looking at a delicate plate, it's also delicate for your stomach because you can then, you're appreciating the flavors and the food, but not being overfilled. And I think that's, something that we also, are talking about when we talk about health is the amount of food we consume. And, for our very sedentary lives nowadays, do we need to consume so much? And so, I think this is also a conversation to be had, and it shouldn't just be in the fine dining restaurants, it should be in all restaurants. I always loved the idea of having a small, medium and large portion you can choose depending on your hunger.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about food waste as well, sometimes I think, I order a plate and I get a huge amount and I'm thinking, there's an enormous amount of food waste here. What a shame, So, if I could have ordered a tapa version or a medium-sized version.
I remember when Xavier was talking about a menu in a Korean house. My mom, for example, 3 plates, exactly as he said. So then you finish, you're dead. You cannot have dinner, nothing until 1 or 2 days maybe. But it's a usual thing, and maybe we have to mentalize that we need another kind of eating for our body. It doesn't need too much, And the moms always, please eat. You won't grow up if you don't eat. You won't grow up. No, I grow up and like this and like that. Don't.
Yeah, I think it's what Javier said before.
No.
From a time of austerity, they came from austerity. They couldn't eat, and now they want to feed us and feed us and feed us. So yeah.
When he was explaining that, it came into my mind. My mom at home with all the kids and all of us. 1, 2, 3, too much. Yeah. But I think it's like an expression of love for the grandmothers, for the mothers. When they express their love through the food, it's more than food.
But I think there's no better expression of love than these small, very delicate plates that have been, very carefully selected with the best products in mind. So that's.
And now we are going to watch the following video for our 3rd finalist.
Hello, I'm Nigel. I am 20 years old. I am from the village of Ala in Gozo, and I am currently studying for the Bachelor's in Culinary Arts at ITS. Gozo is an island surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea. It is known for its local fishing traditions and its fresh, local, seasonal produce. I have gotten my passion for culinary arts from my father, who taught me how to respect ingredients and use them to their full potential. I have sweet memories going with my father rod fishing for squid, and this is why I chose squid as my dish. Traditionally, squid used to be stuffed with foraged herbs and leftover bread to be made more filling and to be bulked out for the entire family, since mollusks shrink when they are cooked. Squid can be found from local fishermen or even citizens using a rod, using a special hook, and this is why they are considered the best in quality, since they are not scratched or exposed to stress, unlike when they are fished for by commercial fishermen using trawlers. I give you this dish an expression of Gozo's strong connection to the sea, embracing the resourcefulness of past generations and the continuation of local traditions.
Well, I think we'll need 1-2 minutes for the arrival of our finalists.
Interesting in that video is his mention of the respect for the fish and how to fish for them gently, but also respectfully. He mentioned, the commercial trawlers that can really do massive damage to our sea systems if they're not monitored and supported. And of course, there are huge food lobbies behind these businesses. And so any support that we can give to local fishermen and local farmers that are doing their work in traditional methods that are respectful for land and sea is super important. Now we talk a lot, not just about sustainability, but about being regenerative. And if we want to be regenerative, we have to give back to the land more than what we took away from it. We have to be able, under the sea, we have to be able to ensure that we have the very, very best agriculture and fishing behind what we eat. So I think it's lovely to see young chefs really taking this on board and thinking about, I want to support the local fishermen that are doing things traditionally and sending that message to others.
Yeah. Before, when you were in the kitchen, we were talking with Diana about the problem in the future for farmers. They don't have succession. People doesn't want to dedicate on this to grow up or to raise cows, sheep. They prefer to do IA, something more modern. And what do you think about this when it's so important for the healthy of the society and to try to rescue all these values that our grandmas translate us and about the ingredients, healthy ingredients, that it's what the human being is looking for, no? What do you think about this problem with the professions that anybody wants to become a farmer or a... What do you think? How can we solve this problem? With the governments, they need to help people, or what do you think?
I think bureaucracy is a big issue. People, there's a lot of barriers put in place for startups, and it's quite hard. I have huge respect for people who manage to navigate the laws with cheesemaking and charcuterie, but it's gratifying to see there are a younger generation who are interested, and there are more young ones coming in. But it's going to take time, and it needs support and understanding.
A lot of time.
From
they
the
maybe are very little, don't?
Yes.
They do it by themselves, no?
Yes.
With not too much employees, and they have a lot of success. Everybody goes in a local area, they go and buy to them all the cheese and something else. But I hope. Okay, thank you very much, Wendy. So now, okay, our third finalist is already, I think, maybe 30 seconds will be here. And now we are going to watch the video.
No.
The video is ready, or?
We saw the video.
We already saw the video, that's true.
We already saw the video.
Sorry, I collapsed.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's see. We wait. Everything is ready for the jury. The dish is here. Okay. It's life issues.
Wow. We have 3 plates to look at here, so it's a real delight for the eyes.
3 plates? Here, just there are 2. Maybe they need one more.
Need one more on that table.
It looks nice.
But where is our young chef?
So, the third one, okay. Now we just need our chef to welcome him. He comes from Gozo, European Region of Gastronomy awarded 2026. Let's see if he's coming. Hope.
He must be very nervous right now, so let's give him a warm welcome when he comes in.
Yeah.
But it absolutely looks delicious. I'm dying to do.
Yeah, but we should wait. Maybe he can explain
we
how
need
it
to know
works.
which plate to start
Which
first.
blend
There must be an
exactly.
order.
What do we
And,
can do with these 3 dishes?
But it really is a delight for the eye. Beautifully presented.
Okay, so we welcome to our third finalist, Nigel Taon from Gozo. Interesting, a menu card.
Wow.
Hello judges, I hope you are doing well. Today I present to you my innovative dish, which consists of 3 components, starting first with the squid filled with fish mousse from grouper. This is a squid consommé we made from the leftover tentacles from the squid that we didn't use in our main plate. As the second dish, you have squid jus, which we made out of the leftover tentacles and squid as well.
Is this the order that we will eat them in?
Yes, I will tell you everything.
Okay.
So first, the 3 components. The first plate that has to be eaten is the main plate, the squid with the fish farce made out of grouper. It is enhanced with pepper rod, made from bell peppers. The second dish that is to be consumed is the potato parisienne with the squid consommé and the squid tentacles. And the third and last dish that has to be tasted is the squid with fried tentacles in tempura and the yuzu kosho mayo with wild sea herbs.
Is there any question from the jury? Not yet. They are testing. What do you think, Diane?
Crunchy.
Good comments, huh?
The dangers of tasting while you have a microphone.
You need a few seconds for each, of course.
Many textures here, many flavors.
Many textures.
I think it's going to take the jury a little bit of time to be able to get to the point of being able to ask a question. And a beautiful book delivered, Nigel. And what I think is really interesting here and really helpful is that for each component you've outlined the allergies, possible allergies and components of each dish. So that's really taking things to another level and much appreciated, indeed. With the menu, it's a very, very beautiful edition. Thank you.
Thank you. You will also find the costings of every dish in the last pages.
You've done an awful lot of work, I can see.
Yes. Today the plates are made out of glass, made from a local company called Mdina Glass. They are our innovative take on modern plates. And as yesterday we had plates made from tin, used previously traditionally as they were cheap to make, easy, and they lasted a very long time. That's why we use them, as they were the plates that were favored during the traditional times.
I think Per has a question for you.
Can you tell me a bit about your thought behind the presentation and the serviceware? And you've obviously done a lot of work in plating and presenting. Can you tell me a bit about the process?
So we wanted to compose a dish that was innovative based on the traditional dish. We focused that each component has 3 components. So in the first plate you will find squid with fish farce, tamburi and pepperad. The second dish is the one with the squid consomme and potato parisienne. It's supposed to balance out the flavors. It also has 3 components, and then it is finally enhanced with the wild sea herbs, which add a nice salty taste touch to the dish. And finally, we have the red yuzu kosher mayo with the fried tentacles and capers, which are preserved in a salt brine for around a month.
So what is the main inspiration you got from the yesterday dish and you transferred to this dish? What is the main inspiration you had?
The fact that I could do this dish and I had no waste from food at all. This whole dish has been made without waste. All of the parts have been used, and the tentacles, and the squid, the tentacles, the head, everything has been used to make a stock, jus, and a consomme. The farce fish is the fish that we used yesterday and today, but today I made it into a farce. And then we added a component, the yuzu kosher mayo, to complement the tempura tentacles, and we added to add more bite and crunch to the overall dish.
So can you speak a little bit about the stuffing of the yesterday calamari and the today calamari?
Yes, so yesterday the filling was rustic, traditional. It was filled with leftover bread, which we made into breadcrumbs, herbs, the fish that I chopped into cubes yesterday, but today I made it into a fish farce. So we use those components, and we made this dish from those components without any waste at all.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Said.
And the squid, you've catched it yourself?
Yeah, the night before we came here. Yeah, it was silent in the night. You have to go when it's dark, because that's the optimal time. Because there's specific method that you need to do to catch the squid.
Okay, Nigel, congratulations. Thank you for your presentation. You can leave your dish on the table, please. Thank you very much. And now we're going to watch the video from the following finalists. So let's video.
Érem dos, ella i jo. Jo m'esforçava tant com podia. No era només ajudar-la pelant patates, era créixer. A través de la cuina, la meva mare em va ensenyar paciència, superació, a viatjar amb el paladar i, sobretot, valorar el que tenim a prop i és extraordinari. Aquells moments m'han portat fins aquí. Soc l'Anakin Rivera i represento a Catalunya, un territori on el mar abraça la terra, on els turons verds es fonen amb la línia blava de l'horitzó. Som camps de fruiters, hortes amb gust de sol, vinyes que respiren sal, terra i muntanya. Un territori privilegiat que alimenta l'ànima i la cuina. Una terra feta d'infinits paisatges, on la creativitat arrela de forma boja amb la tradició. Som mercats plens de colors, un mosaic de receptes que parlen d'història, d'oliveres mil·lenàries, de cultius variats gràcies a clima privilegiat, de mares i àvies que marquen el camí de cuiners llegendaris. I també som l'esforç, de pagesos que es desviuen per aconseguir el millor producte, de pescadors, que es fan la mar quan encara tothom dorm, de ramaders, que pasturen i cuiden els nostres boscos, i d'artesans, que amb la seva sensibilitat donen sentit a cada plat. Sense ells, la meva cuina no seria possible. La cuina és generositat, és donar temps, dedicació i cura, perquè algú altre en gaudeixi. És respectar el producte, transformant-lo i mimant-lo per aconseguir un plat que només té sentit si es comparteix. Perquè compartir és estimar, i perquè darrere de cada plat hi ha molt més que menjar. Hi ha memòria viva i estima. La cuina em permet compartir el meu esforç, cercar l'equilibri del cos i la ment. Quan estem bé, podem cuidar millor els altres, i si compartim aquest camí d'estima, el multipliquem. Mare, tu em vas ensenyar el significat de cuinar. Entendre que cada plat és un homenatge al paisatge i tots aquells que hi ha al darrere. Una reivindicació cap al futur que volem construir, perquè cuinar és cuidar.
Our first finalist comes from here. He belongs to World Region of Gastronomy awarded 2025, so he's Catalan. And we need more or less 1 minute to come. And what do you think about the Catalan gastronomy? Diane, you are in love here, huh?
Oh, absolutely in love with Catalan
You are a British adopted here, you are an expert.
And really...
You came for a dish and you never go.
That's it. I came here 35 years ago and yeah, fell in love with the food and the people and the place and made it my base. But I think it's something that's about the Mediterranean as well. It has such a richness.
What
about
has Mediterranean? What has?
Yeah, and you're seeing it in the plates today because there are a lot of Mediterranean regions here, and you know the fish that comes out of that sea is just second to none. And then you combine it with what the forests can offer, and that's what we're going to see exactly, I think, in this plate, because it's combining the sea and mountain products, which is
Let's
really
see if we have all these products you are explaining to us. So we say welcome to our 4 finalists, Anakin Rivera Vázquez from Catalonia.
Good morning. My name is Anakin Rivera Vázquez. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Dorius, a little village in Maresma, about 20 minutes from here. And I'm representing the region of Catalonia. Today, I'm going to present you a new version of the dish I did yesterday. It's a version of the concept Mar y Montaña. It means sea and mountain. I explained it yesterday, but I actually explain it again. It's a concept that mixes seafood and food from the mountain, usually meat or mushrooms, and from the sea it usually uses fish. Now, I'm going to I would like to mention my mother. It's in honor of her, because when I was little, she, for job, she traveled around all the world, and from every travel, she brings me products from the other countries that she visited. So when she brings it to me at home, I tasted a lot of products, a lot of different ingredients, but before tasting all of them, I still prefer his dish of Mare Montagna. So this is why I did this dish. So now I'm going to explain the elaborations that it has. I used from the sea the squid. I used all of his parts. With the mantle, I make a tartar, and it's seasoned just with an oil of garlic and parsley. Then with the tentacles, I just fried it, and the other parts are being used for make the sauce that's in the right and left side. Then with the mushrooms, I did few elaborations. First, I used ceps and fredolix. With ceps, I did the flan that you have at your right. I used the downside part that it usually goes to the trash, but I want to approve it. So I make this flan, and then I used fredolix. It was previously dehydrated. So when I rehydrated the fredolix, I used his water to make the caramel from the flan. Then with the mushrooms, with fredolix, I have made the leaf, the round one, and the other leaf is about garlic and parsley. This is how we traditionally cook the mushrooms in Catalonia. Is just the mushrooms cooked with garlic and parsley. So then I used the pork jowl. The pork is from Manresa, just to add this game of Mare Mountain and to add the part of meat. And finally, the circle you can see. It's a traditional picada made of pine nuts. The pine nuts are from Catalonia, are Catalan. And then I make an emulsion of a pine nuts picada with garlic, parsley, and pine nuts, extra virgin olive oil, and a little bit of salt. And then I want to explain the concept of the dish. The dish was made by Eulalia at Gumbalia. They made work. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. They made handmade dishes. So especially they focus on gastronomy. So they made us this dish, and it represents the waves from the sea, and the color is from the sound of the beach. So it represents the dish grows up from the sea to the mountain. It's for this that in the down part we have the waves from the sea, the color of the sand, and at the top we have the I forgot the name. I'm sorry. The leaves. These leaves and these colors are because the season that we are right now, we are in autumn, and this is the traditional color of our forest. Thank you.
Can I ask you the flan? Is there a way we should eat this? I mean, now we've eaten it, but is it?
Yeah, it's just to taste it. Another way it's just to taste apart from the original dish and just taste how can we do with the part that usually we don't use.
Okay, thank you.
And for the tartar, you put just oil and salt?
Parsley and garlic oil.
Vale.
You've been very innovative here with not only flavors but textures. What came to you first when you were designing this? How did you capture this image and this dream for your plate?
I'm sorry, but I don't understand you.
Where did you start from to imagine and create? You have lots of textures as well as flavors.
It's based in the last dish that I did in the other
contest.
I made another contest just in February, and I still used some of these products. That is the dish that classified it to this one. So I used now the products that we have in our seasonally, and I changed some of them, not all.
I think it's a really interesting thing because the regional competitions can often be very early in the year, and so you're working with very different products in the springtime to the autumn. So to what extent have you had to adapt? What ingredients have you changed? And what I love about this is the autumnal flavor that you've given to it. You can see the leaves falling off the trees and so on. So you've clearly been inspired. Has this changed a lot from spring to autumn?
Yeah, I changed some of the products because of the season, you said it. And that was difficult at first because we already have a dish that was nice and we want to make it better, but we just have to change practically all the dish. Some of the products still been there, but the grand part of them I have to change it, and it was really a challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine, and I think it's very interesting, and I think it's worth noting, you know, that many of the young chefs have to work with seasonal ingredients, and that can also be a challenge because they want to perfect their dish ready for the competition over a period of time. I think we're ready for the next. Do we have to ask Anneken to leave? I'm not sure.
I think Ken had some question or not? No?
Well, yeah. Where did you use the sofrito that you used yesterday? It was in the sauce, or?
Yeah. What? Can you repeat, please?
The sofrito.
Sofrito.
Where are you used?
No, I don't use a sofrito this time. This time I just used calamari and fumet. It's a cafumet. It's a soup of fish. I cooked first the squid, then I deglaze it with white wine, and then when the alcohol is evaporated, I added the fumet, and then I reduce it.
Okay, gracias, Anakin. Can you please place the dish on the table? Thank you for your presentation. Amazing. A lovely storytelling. Thank you very much. And now we are going to watch the video of the next finalist.
In the southwest of Romania live the people of Banat, proud, open, and welcoming. Banat is a land where cultures have met for centuries, learning from one another. In times of hardships, tables have always stayed warm. At every crossroads, we've learned from each other. You can taste our history from the very dishes we lay on our tables. To be welcomed in our homes and be seated with us at the table is a sacred craft. Everything has a story, especially food, if you taste it with care. Every dish carries the whispers of generations. A tapestry woven from the hands and flavors of Romanians, Germans, Hungarians, Serbs, Jews, Slovaks, Czechs, Bulgarians, Italians, and many others for whom this land has long been home. Beyond the table, Banat unfolds like a living canvas, rolling hills and mountains, rivers murmuring ancient tales, villages where time slows so that past and future may converse in secret. To travel through Banat is to step into a place where history and nature speak to each other. Every road, every face, Every flavor carries a piece of the region's soul. It is a land of freedom and warmth, of shared stories and long tables. I am Bogdan, and I tell these stories in the language I know best, food. I grew up in a Banat village, at my grandmother's stove. I watched her stir the pot, my mother knead the dough, and the elders swap recipes like treasured heirlooms. Every spice, every herb, every slow simmer now brings a memory and a lesson. Then Timișoara found me. I began reinterpreting familiar dishes, working with organic ingredients and the people around me, so that the past could reach the table reinvented. As a young chef, I understood that food is not about hunger, but about connection and identity, about sitting at the table with friends, family, or guests and feeling at home. Banat taught me that food is a bridge without borders. On the same plate, traditions from across the frontier meet. They connect generations, bring communities together, and remind us of what we have to share. Every festival, every market, every family meal becomes a celebration of openness, belonging, and a fusion of flavors that travel freely across boundaries. Come, taste, and join me as we explore the Banat.
We are going to welcome to our fifth finalist who comes from Banat, European Region of Gastronomy 2028. Please, Božidar Andrej Lovin.
Hello. We have today two chicken rolls, one with the chicken thigh and parsley, and one with chicken breast, mushrooms, carrots, and onion. Along with the chicken rolls, we have sauce that is made from the broth that I made with the chicken and the vegetables. We have chicken skin chips, mushroom fried in the pan. We have a baby carrot that was a little boiled in the chicken broth, and polenta with apio puree and little decorations.
What was your inspiration for this dish?
My inspiration was the chicken chulama made by my grandmother. I tried to reinterpret it in a modern dish, like I tried some fine dining on it.
In the dish you presented yesterday, there was a large part of the dish was the chiulama. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes.
Is it in?
Yes, we have
in this?
it. We have it in the roll that is flat side.
Okay. Thank you.
How did you cook the polenta this time?
I cooked it in little water, pretty little, with oil and butter.
Any other question from jury? Any comments from Diane and Marta? Marta, what do you think?
I think it's a really nice presentation. And what did you say that was inside of the chicken rolls?
One, it's with chicken paste and parsley, and the other one, it's with brown mushrooms, carrots, onions, and also chicken paste.
Okay.
They make a nice contrast to one another, and yeah, very delicious flavors coming through. What about your dedication to organic food? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I'm dedicated to waste as little as I can. And why not try to learn the little ones to do the same?
That's very nice. Do you teach also?
Sometimes at my old school, I have, I don't know, some events.
Yeah, events? Events or activities?
Events. With the kids, we have 3 hours to cook something. We doesn't always manage to finish in time, but it's a pleasure to see them interested in this.
That's wonderful. I think Xavier has a question.
No, I would like to know about the sauce that you do on the plate.
Yes.
It's done with what?
It's from the chicken broth.
Okay.
That contains the remains of the chicken, also the remains of the vegetables, onion, carrots, mushrooms also, and I thickened it with roux made from flour and butter.
Okay.
Come on, Wendy.
I was just wondering, it's a lovely dish. Did you particularly select it? Did you bring them with you? Are they made locally?
Yes.
That was a quick answer. So in your region, there's somebody who's making these?
Yes, we have a lot of partners that sponsor us with the ingredients.
Ceramics and ingredients, yes. Thank you.
Any other question? Evie? Come on.
I have another question. We have a... Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No,
Yesterday, when we tried the traditional dish, I had the idea that one of the main ingredients was the creamy sauce. So today, this doesn't dominate the same.
Yes.
So what was your idea? Why did you change it in this way? I mean, what was the main elements you wanted to keep, and what was the main elements you didn't want to keep for this more fine dining version?
Okay. I got rid of the creamy sauce because I wanted to separate the ingredients and individualize them separately.
Did you have a question, Wendy, for him, or you want to finish?
Actually,
the last one?
it was interrelated. Great minds think alike. We've now consumed it all, but from memory. So I was going to pick you up on that sauce as well, because obviously a lot of dairy and quite rich and creamy. So was the dairy element within your stuffed chicken this time? Was that your only dairy element?
I didn't understand.
Your sauce. Your instead of the sauce, you had the dairy element within the mousse. That was the only dairy.
Yes.
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 Yeah. No, that's. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. You can leave your dish on the table. Anakin, thank you for your presentation. Please, an applause for him. And now we are going to watch the following video, please. The next finalist. Thank you.
Há lugares que nos prendem pelo olhar e há outros que nos prendem pela alma. A Lousã é assim, um território onde a serra, a tradição e o sabor contam histórias. Aqui a natureza impõe-se. Veados, javalis e aves de rapinas cruzam trilhos centenários. Entre bosques e castanheiros e carvalhos guardam a memória do tempo. Nas aldeias de xisto, o ritmo abranda. As casas de pedra, os fornos comunitários, os cheiros que saem das cozinhas. Tudo nos lembra que há lugares que não se apagam. Na Lousã, a gastronomia é mais do que um alimento. É identidade, é memória. A broa de milho cozida no forno a lenha, enchidos fumados, castanhas, mel da serra. A chanfana é o símbolo maior desta cultura. Carne de cabra velha, vinho tinto, especiarias, cozinhada lentamente em caçolos de barro preto, uma técnica ancestral que transforma o tempo em sabor. Mas tradição não significa estagnação. A gastronomia de memória vive quando é reinventada. Quando novas mãos usam velhos sabores para criar o futuro. A mesma chanfana que alimentava gerações, agora renasce com novas texturas, novas formas, novas histórias. Espuma de batata, esferas de aguardente. O passado que inspira o futuro. Leve comigo estas memórias para o Young Chef Award. Leva consigo a serra, a tradição, as vozes que me ensinaram que cozinhar é preservar. Isto é Lousã, onde a gastronomia de memória, onde o sabor é a identidade, onde cada prato conta uma história, onde eu tenho as minhas raízes. Eu sou a Joana e estou muito entusiasmada para participar no Young Chefs Award.
Our sixth finalist comes from Coimbra and from the European Region of Gastronomy awarded 2020-21. Welcome to Joana Gonçalves.
Hello everyone. Today I'm bringing you my homeland. My name is Joana, and I'm presenting the dish Memory of Chanfana, from tradition to innovation. I am from the town of Lausanne, in the district of Coimbra, where every family preserves recipes passed down from generation to generation. I grew up watching my grandmother Litas cook, and I learned that every dish holds a memory and that cooking is a way of preserving who we are. Chanfana is a deeply intense dish. It's born out of the need to feed Portuguese soldiers and the local population during the French invasions. Old goat was used cooked slowly and from long hours in red wine, about 5 hours, in a fired oven. The final result was meat that falls apart, concentrated in flavor, and with deep notes from the wine. In context of this competition, I'm choose not to use old goat because its cooking time is too long. I'm prepared it as close as possible to the traditional recipe I learned from my grandmother. I also want to highlight that I'm using salt and spices from my region, of course. and I'm using young lamb. This dish calls for the wine with greater finesse for the cooking, and I use wine from Bairrada region, Casa de Simon Tunel 10. The same wine I serve it alongside the dish. Accompanying the pressed chanfana is an agria potato inspired by the simplicity of the boiled potatoes that traditional come with chanfana, but prepared with a siphon to give to lightness and elegance. I also bring Portuguese cabbage, presented in the crispy version. The bagaceira, brandy, and honey from Serra da Lousã, two pillars of the local food culture, appear there as unexpected sensory elements. The brandy espherification represents the coast at the table, and the celebration with the innate will symbolize the sweetness of memories and the work of local bakers. This dish is a bridge between the girl who learned to cook by watching her grandmother and who now speaks to honor her roots. Reverently, then with respect and intention. Evolution is element of this dish, for it carries and memory, and every memory deserves to be treasured. The photo I stand of my planting had been taken last year, as I was involved in other projects. I keep doing other text on plating. My story begins in my grandmother's kitchen, and today it continues here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions?
Hi, thank you so much for your dish. I would like you to tell me what you have done to the meat today. I recognize that yesterday it was some kind of braised in wine.
It's equal today and yesterday, but I moved the wine. The wine no say the same. It's.
Maybe.
So you changed the wine too? You used another alcohol to the new dish?
The wine same products, but the flavor is different. The ingredients, it's the same.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello there.
Hello.
So you used your local potatoes. I saw you brought them fresh and yesterday. And what did you add with your potatoes to make your potato foam?
Agria potatoes from Portugal. This Coimbra region.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else has a question for her?
What is your own favorite part of this dish?
This aguardente, as verifications.
Do you have any questions or comment, Diane, for her to close?
No, just to say it's always lovely and inspiring to see young chefs who are inspired by their grandmothers or their mothers and then bring that dish to a competition and transform it. I think this memory aspect is really important for you as well, no? Does this bring you back to that memory?
Yes. I remember my and I children and home my grandmothers. And
That's lovely. And the tool, I believe, is made out of the honey from Luisa. It's quite important, the honey, no, in Luisa?
Yes.
Can you tell us something about that?
No, it's honey from Lausanne.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So
Thank you
please,
very much.
thank you very much, Joanna. Can you leave your dish on the table? Thank you very much. And now we are going to watch the following video of the next finalist.
Pohorje. Zeleni gozdovi in pašniki nad Hočami, ki se spuščajo vse do mesta ob Dravi, Maribora. Tu, na stičišču narave in mesta, so ljudje znali iz preprostih sestavin, ki jih ponujajo gozdovi, travniki in hlevi, ustvariti nekaj posebnega. Prav divja hrana in nabiralništvo sta tista, ki naredita to jed in povežeta ljudi z naravo. To je pohorski pisker. Pa kaj te jaz filozofiram toliko? Kaj vas normalno dalje govorim, levo prosim? Pisker je v resnici čista enostavnost. Daš not, kaj pač imaš. Dokler je noter malo svinine, govedine, gob in korenja, smo na pravi poti. Če pa se not znajde še nekaj divjačine, je pa to čista zmaga. Fora piskra je, da se vse skupaj lepo počasi kuha. Na ognju. Najprej ješprenj. V osnovi se skuha, pol pa ga predsediš. Čebula se nareže na drobno, da se lahko v kotlo skoraj stopi. Gobe pa na kocke. Na male zaklade, ki bodo držali pisker skupaj. Na koncu pa še meso in slanina. Režeš, se smeješ, pa včasih malo pikneš kar zraven. Tu ne hiti. Pisker rabi svoj cajt, teda mu ne potiskaj. Ti ga samo včasno premešaj in mu pokaži, da ti je mar. Danes pa pisker ne sodi več samo na hrib. V restauraciji 7 ga zna postaviti na krožnik tak, da bi ga lahko nesel pred kogarkoli na svetu. Pija se je naučila kuhati doma v njihovi družinski restauraciji. Na VSGT pa to znanje samo še nadgrajuje. Ko pogledaš ta pisker, vidiš več kot samo jed. Vidiš Pijo. Ona ni samo kuharca. Ona je Pohorje. V njej je nabiralništvo, njen lonce pa rock'n'roll, ki tradicijo poveže naprej. Pohorski pisker ni samo za želodec, je za družbo, za veselje, za ponos in tradicijo. Naj bo skuhan na pravem ognju pod Pohorjem, v družinskih restauracijah ali pa v restauraciji 7. Vse posod bo kralj med enolončnicami.
Our following finalist comes from Slovenia, European Region of Gastronomy awarded 2021.
Pohorje.
I think she's coming, so in 5-10 seconds she will be here. Okay, so let's welcome to Pia Fresher from Slovenia.
Is it on? Yeah. So hello again. I'm Pia, I'm from Slovenia, and I'm representing my region Pohorje. So yesterday you had a shot at tasting the original dish, Pohorje hot pot, and this one is the innovative one. If I could just, because I see you starting eating, so the instructions are: you take the skewer, you put it in the main plate. It's 3 diversity of meats, so it's in order, so you can share it in half. Then you take everything together and taste it. And in the meantime, you taking the bites of the croquette, which is on the spruce wood. Okay. So yeah, this dish is called United Kingdom of Pohorje. It's honor to my region, Pohorje. Every ingredient that it's here on the plate today, it's local produced and by farmers. The plates are all handmade by local craftsmen who made it with heart for me. And also the plates have the story of 3 elements of Pohorje, which are wood, glass, which is in the jar, and the stone, which is Pohorje acrylic, which you have the skewer served on it. Basically, the main plate is composed by the deer, which is the king animal on Pohorje. Underneath you have some spelt and barley, deglazed with apple vinegar. Then you have a puree from vegetables that are usually in a soup. Some sautéed soup vegetables and some foraged greens, which I foraged. On your left, it was skewer, which was put on the stone, Pohorje acrylic, which is the first element. Its skewer is composed from bacon, beef and pork, glazed with melassa from mushroom garum. On top, it's some fried and dried celeriac, and again some forage greens. And the skewer is actually made from the actual spruce branches. And on the other side, you have the mushroom croquette, the tribute to all the mushrooms on Pohorje. It's deep fried, and on top is a gel from fermented kohlrabi water, some fermented kohlrabi on top, and a little bit of emulsion from smoked leek oil. And everything is finished off with zero waste sauce. So everything that was left behind, I use it in the sauce with some dry porcini, cook it, reduce it, finish it off, and then I put it in the third element, glass, and finish it off in front of you. For the pairing, you have the Chardonnay, which is aged. It's year 2017. And the most important thing is that is ecological. It's from ecological producer, 100% ecological, not like 15 kilometers away from us. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and thank you.
Thank you. What was your inspiration for this dish? Yeah, interesting dish.
Yeah, the region, tradition, and the dish that I was inspired from. So, and local producers, of course, but they can be inspired with any dish.
Any dish. Thank you very much. Is there any comment from Diane and Marta while the jury is eating?
Yeah, I think we have to let the jury taste, because when 3 plates come out, you want to taste them all separately, but then you want to taste things together. And it's, because we want to evaluate everything and every little ingredient on the plate. And you've got so many different ingredients here. It's really a delight. I would say that yesterday you served apple cider and you've made a change today to wine.
Yes.
Was that a conscious choice?
Yeah. It was, the dish is actually inspired from the innovative dish. It's a little bit different, a little bit stronger. The tastes are a little bit different, so also the pairing needed to be different. Also, when you finish the dish, I want you to take a spoon and take anything that's left behind, like you yesterday did with the traditional one.
What about you, Marta? Do you have any comment for Pia?
What I love
Marta is
also the presentation, because you're using the wood and you're taking us to the forest here. Can you tell us something also about the dish?
About the plate, or?
Yeah, the plating that you've chosen.
Yeah, it's basically it's the 3 elements of pohore. Everything is handcrafted from local producers that are doing this. The one that the croquette was on, it's like actually a spruce wood, a branch, which is then was cut and made to be on the competition. But yeah, also this is also handmade by the same producer that made this, and this, and this.
That's wonderful.
I think Evie has a question for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to ask you about okay, you have different elements, of course, and you explained us many things about this. But about garum that you mentioned, garum, I would like to explain. I would like you to explain us what is garum, and if it's in what I know is that it's a fermented. It's very ancient sauce. Maybe one of the most ancient we have in humanity. So I don't know in your country what is garum, because in my country it's a fermented sauce.
It is, yeah.
So I would like just to explain, because it's archaeologist and it's very important. Thank you.
So it's basically a sauce that is made with mushrooms, water and salt in different proportions to get the sauce. And then from that garum, I used sugar and the actual garum, to cook it together. So I get like a more sticky glaze made like molasses, for the tequila.
So do you usually use in other dishes also that you create the traditional dishes and the traditional techniques as a reference?
I would, in the future, I will like to. This is actually my first plate with fermentation, because I still don't have that much knowledge about it, because my diploma is still in the writing. So at the end, when I will finish the diploma, I will have the knowledge, and I will try to put it in the practicum to use it a bit more.
Any other question for her?
About sustainability, about the sustainability of the dish. It's the reuse, as you said, of all the parts.
Yeah, actually,
this big amount of meat, it doesn't really make you questions about sustainability?
Yes, it's a lot of meat, but it's a traditional dish. I didn't want to change it, but of course, if we want it to be more sustainable, we could erase the meat and just did like some components differently. I don't know, put the celeriac in the roll with not butter, but oil, and bake it. It depends if we want a vegetarian or vegan dish. But for the competition, I wanted to keep the meat as.
And the last question from Ken.
Yeah,
please.
yesterday you served us with a very fine sour cream.
Yeah.
Where was that?
For this dish, I wanted to leave it out because, I don't know, I think the dish is whole and it doesn't need it. For if you think it could need it, then we could in the next time put it on the side. But because the finisher was sauce, that's why I didn't put it.
Thank you very much, Pia. Congrats. And thank you for your presentation. You can leave the... And now we are going to watch the following video from the 8th finalist.
Pohorje. Zeleni gozdovi in pašniki nad Hočami, ki se spuščajo vse do mesta ob Dravi, Maribora. Tu, na stičišču narave in mesta, so ljudje znali iz preprosti
Há lugares que nos prendem pelo olhar e há outros que nos prendem pela alma. A Lousã é assim, um território onde a serra, a tradição e o sabor
Tot el que neix, primer la raó. La terra, la llavor, el gra, la meua ànima. Jo també vaig haver de rompre esquemes per trobar la meva veritat. Rompre en l'idea amb el que havia de ser. Rompre en lo fàcil, lo esperat, lo segur. Meravellat, hipnotitzat per esforç, submergit dins d'aquell caliu, el caliu de la meva família. Vaig intentar seguir un altre camí, però la terra me va cridar de tornada. La mateixa terra on el blat xeixa es fa fort amb el vent, on el gra s'amolen les mans, on el porc negre es cria en llibertat i les carabasses renyeixen de sol. Aquesta és la terra que estimo, la terra que me va veure créixer. Perquè la terra no només dona aliment, dona sentit. Demostra que res floreix sense passar abans per l'obscuritat de la terra. Tot el que estim m'ha transformat. I d'aquest amor neix el meu pla. Arròs de la terra que estim. Menorca.
Okay. Our fourth finalist comes from Menorca. We've been talking about this region, European region of gastronomy. So, okay. We are going to welcome our 8th finalist, Joan Taltabull from Menorca, European Region of Gastronomy awarded 2022.
Hi everyone. This is my version of one of the oldest recipes from Menorca. Arròs de la terra is a special ingredient in Cheshire wheat, a local grain that almost disappeared. I create a lighter, more refined version with new textures. By turning the grain into flour, I make a crispy tuile. With cured sobrassada wrapped in crepinette, I make a cold clarified consommé. Using slow-cooked cheeks of Menorcan black pork, I preparate a terrine. I combine it with couchot, similar than blood pudding, with a light anise note. I prepare the pumpkin in two ways. One cooked in parchment, with rosemary and slightly caramelized with a little salt to make small cubes. And the other is an emulsified puree made from the pumpkin, the carrots of the terrine, and the collagen released while cooking the pork cheeks. The garlic is roasted and filled with honey and white butifarro, which gives aromas of cinnamon and clove. Sorry. To enjoy this dish, first of all, touch the plate, and this texture, it's like the pared seca, the walls of pedra viva.
Perdona?
Piedra viva.
Una piedra viva.
Dry stone, sorry. Then you catch the garlic with your hand and catch it. And now you catch your spoon and crush the twill and eat all of the crush it. And the last step, put it all in your mouth and suck the garlic. The sea is so important to our island, and we have the largest marine biosphere, and you can see now in this dish. To accompany this creation, my mentors made a simple fermentation kombucha infused with local chamomile and rosemary. All the ingredients come from Menorca and seasonal and are organic. I personally know each producer. Thank you and enjoy.
So you did the kombucha also? You prepared the kombucha also?
Sorry, my mentors.
Brava.
And if you can taste the local cold cuts, you have one dish with the traditional cold cuts of Menorca.
I love the way you have really valued craft and tradition in this, with the beautiful dry stone wool plate, and then the tool on the top was really creative and imaginative. I actually, it hurt me to crack it because I didn't want to destroy the plate. What was the inspiration behind the tool that was sitting on the top?
The inspiration is an era. ¿Me puedes traducir?
Tell me.
Necesito
she will understand you. Don't worry about that.
Es un utensilio que tiene el campo de Menorca y antiguamente, ahora ya no tanto, pero se utilizaba este reborde del plato, simula la era del grano y es donde se separaba el grano de...
the mill. Yeah, the millstone.
And this is the...
Wow, that's very nice. That's very nice. And I love the fact that you're using the Cheshire wheat, black to Cheshire. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sorry?
Can you tell us about the wheat that you're using?
The Cheshire. If you can talk about Cheshire, it's not. If you can talk about that.
Yeah, this is an ancient grain of Menorca, originarian of Menorca, and this grain rise in Menorca in the prehistoric times, in Paleolithic times, and this grain it was used for the people of the farmlands, not by nobles. Nobles eat real rice, and this is the mean.
And the poor man's food is now becoming the rich man's food.
I decided to promote this dish.
That's wonderful.
Any question from the jury, please? Okay, Wendy? It's your turn.
You've been extraordinarily innovative here, and you've taken it from quite a homely stew for people that have come in from working outdoors, and you've elevated it to a consommé with many extras in there. What gave you that idea?
I don't know. My idea was cooked this dish because the traditionally way was almost disappeared, and we need to give some importance to our roots, our ancient dishes, and this is the mean what I decided to make this dish.
So which was the main ingredient from the traditional recipe that, except of the rice that you explained as is topical, yeah. Let's say a second ingredient that you wanted to keep and transfer to the experience of this dish?
The second way is the sobrasada, cold cuts, and the meat with black pork. Because this dish se hacía en tiempos de matanza, the slaughter season. This dish is
when they kill the pork, when they kill the pork.
And in this moment, the people had grain, meat with the pork, and some vegetables.
And tell us, Ron, this is meant to be a first plate, not a main dish, because it's very, very light. Is that right?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Any comments, recommendations, advice? What about Marta? What do you think? Until the moment.
I really like the dish, like the texture, as you say. Also, you're talking that it reminds you the wall of the houses you have over there. But for me, it reminds also the sea. So I can see Menorca in this plate just by seeing it.
Of course, you can see in this dish. You can see the field. Touching this dish, and when you eat the dish, you can see the sea because Menorca is an island.
Yeah, it was actually a surprise when Diane cracked it because I saw the blue color, and then this is one of the things that I said. Wow, I really see Menorca right now, like when she cracked it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we say thank you. If there's no any comment, no questions from the jury. So thank you for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you can leave the dish. Now will be in 1-2 minutes. There will be our finalist, last finalist. Okay, so what's going on till the moment? To the jury, it's good. Now will be the last one. So everything will be finished, and you have a difficult decision, eh? What do you think, Evie?
The level is very high.
The level is very high. Amazing.
I think we all agree to this. So we will just choose what we think is the best, but they are all really in a very, very, very close. So
very close. And you pair, you still have at the moment 8 favorites.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Still have 9 favorites.
Now the last one, huh?
No, but it's been an incredible journey through, I mean, pieces of art,
Yeah,
flavorful pieces of art, and
I think it will be difficult for all of you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in your place. Frida, what do you think about the journey and our finalists? The level?
I think the level is incredible high. It's going to be a very difficult decision. And I think one thing I really enjoy today is that it's very clear to feel the young chefs' personalities in the dishes and in the presentations. And I really enjoy that.
Yes, really nice, really high level. I think they will have big troubles to decide.
Yeah, I don't want to be in your place.
The last, you know. Then we want to try to arrange.
You've
that
been
before.
more times. You've been the jury. Do you think the level is increasing all the time?
I think
or always it's been very high.
A really nice effort, and they are just thinking about to present very nice recipes, and also with a background of what they want, the storytelling they want to translate, and there's no like just an idea that they put on a plate.
No.
It's just
it's very accurate.
Yeah. The plates, the textures, the sounds. I think it's we are really impressed. We have they have a very difficult decision.
Very difficult. Yeah, that's true. What about you, Wendy? What do you think?
Great standard, delightful students. It gives you hope for hospitality and dining, it really does. And, you know, it's a cliche to say they're all winners getting here, but they really are doing exceptionally well. And they're obviously all burning for nature, sustainability, low waste. You know, they've got it. But I think they'll leave from today with perhaps new vigour and new confidence that there's a lot of people out there that really care about what they're doing. And I can see great futures for so many of them, really. It's a terrific team.
All of you are a little bit surprised of the level, or you expected that? Kenny saying yes. You are surprised?
Yes. I mean, this competition is all about making traditional dish to innovative and fine dining one. So that's the thing we struggle every day as a chef. I think we all to make our own way. So I think they've done really great job right now. Yeah,
amazing.
I'm super excited.
Thank you very much for your opinions. And what do you think, Diane, Marta? What do you think, both of you? Until the moment, because now is the last finalist, so they have hard work. But what's your experience now? Level has increased. You were last year, you remember, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a higher level this year, or it's the same?
I don't know exactly if it's a high level or not, but I can say it's that all the young chefs are doing a great job. And all the dishes they have that reminded of their own region. So this is so important, and we are happy and we are enjoying every dish. So yeah, I think. What do you think about it?
I absolutely agree, and you know, I have seen every edition, and I can honestly say to all of the mentors present and family present, that really there's not one dish that you could say is a weak dish. They're all absolutely fantastic. And that's unusual, because maybe you have one or two that you think, oh, not quite, they don't quite make the mark, you know. But this year, I mean, up until now, astounding. We have one left to go, and it's a dessert. So
sweet part.
The sweet part for us.
Dessert is always late, no? In a restaurant and everywhere, you know. So he makes honor to his dish. We have to wait just 1 minute, and our Italian finalist will bring us a surprise with soap.
And it's great that it's based on dairy, because it comes from Sicily, European Region of Gastronomy in Sicily, they have a 6-day shelf rule for dairy products, which I absolutely love. And I would love other regions to bring in that kind of legislation, because what it's done is it's safeguarded dairy products on the island, local dairy products on the island. And it really does make a difference when you're making desserts like this that is based on a dairy product. It really makes the difference. So I have high hopes for this this dessert. We'll see, because the cannolo is a favorite, but that's also going to be difficult, is to improve
an innovated cannolo. Let's see what can we find with that. We are going to taste. I am a little bit envy with all of you. You are eating, all of them, and very nice. I just smell.
But after the competition,
and after maybe I will taste something, I don't know.
We will get to have lunch at EUHT StPOL, and up until now the food has been absolutely delicious. So maybe we take this opportunity to say a huge thank you also to all of the students and staff who have delivered exceptional food while we've been here. Maybe a round of applause for them.
Okay, so now, it's time for our last finalist video we are going to watch on TV.
My name is Gabriele Somma. I'm from Palermo, and the traditional dish I'm bringing you today is cannolo. Sicily has many typical and iconic desserts, but cannolo, more than any other, represented the essence of our pastry tradition. For us Sicilians, cannolo is just a simple dessert. They enjoy the end of the meal. It's a symbol of a piece of our cultural identity, something capable of telling stories of family, of festive day, of the markets bursting with colors and scents. Every time I smell the fragrance of a freshly filled cannolo, I immediately transported back to my homeland. I see the street of Palermo, I hear the voice of the vendors, I feel the warmth of the island. This way, for this dish, I wanted to stay faithful to the traditional ingredients, but also introduce a few elements that for me express the deeper soul of Sicily: figs, mandarin and marsala. These flowers don't simply enrich the recipe. They carry memories, landscapes, and a sensation that belong to the island and to my personal story. With this invitation, my goal is to share the emotion that this dessert gives me. The sweetness of ricotta, the warmth of marsala, the aromatic freshness of citrus fruits, and the richness of figs. All convenient, they create a taste that's associated with warmth, intense, welcoming, and unforgettable. Through this dish, I'd like to offer not only flavor, but the feeling of Sicily itself, the way it experience every time I think of where I come from.
Talking about deserts and talking about health, it seems that it's like, oh, this is crazy. Do you think that?
One of the things here is that with desserts, the challenge he's going to have is giving us a healthy option now. And we've been talking about health a lot. Sorry,
sure.
Evie, you were going to say something.
Well, health and joy goes together. We need
Thanks God.
Desserts. We need a balanced dessert. So we are waiting really with passion to try.
Yeah, but because
It's very
how much
important in the
important
end.
is a dessert
To finish.
No? Like, to finish an amazing food, or no? How
very
much important? It's very important. But why is so important? For the sugar? For what? It's more the expectation, the illusion? I don't know. What do you think, Per? Why is so important, the dessert?
I think it's, I don't know, it's a sweet ending to a traditionally savory meal. So personally, I like it in small doses, especially after all the amazing food we have now. So fingers crossed that it's going to be tasty, but not overwhelming. So
That's true. Thank you. Frida, and you, what do you think about that? Come on.
Yeah, of course, I think the dessert is the most important part in a meal, of
For
course.
you, I can
How could I
imagine.
say anything else?
I think so.
And it's especially important because it's often the last impression you get. So it stays in top of mind, maybe for longer.
I like this. It's top of mind of, that vegan desserts are nice.
No, in the precept of the Ayurveda nutrition, it's not good to eat the sweet and fruits after a meal.
Okay.
It's true. For it's a kind of fermentation on your intestines and your digest. It's we do because it's traditional, and we born and we grow with this concept. But it's much better to have the fruit in the afternoon or in the morning, and even the sweet has to be also less part and medium. The meals, no.
So we can have a dessert at 4 o'clock, for example, in the afternoon.
We talk about tradition, no?
Yeah.
And the bomb as in our
Our moms,
Then it's easy to understand.
So you recommend a dessert, for example, you have to eat one at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock p.m., like tea?
No, it's better.
It's better? Okay. Recommendation, no after a big dinner.
You do what you want.
Yeah. You want
both. You can do both. She has to sell.
Yeah, Frida.
I think in Scotland we have a terrible tradition of sickly sweet things all the time. I find them overwhelmingly sweet. And to try and balance the contemporary nature of more healthy, a lot of them have been substituted with sweeteners, which personally I'm horrified at. So I like it when we can use natural fructose, from the fruits, and maybe I think he's enhanced the ricotta a little bit, and that's lovely. But this perception that we'll keep it just as sweet as ever, but we'll shove in sweeteners is not a good path to go down. So some innovations that we've seen today are wonderful. Some innovations out there in industrialized food production are not so wonderful. It's so lovely to be immersed in artisan food production here.
Yeah, for sure. What about? What do you think?
I'm in the same boat with Frida. I think dessert is really important part of the meal. I know Xavier told that it's not too healthy, but yeah, we told that health and joy will go hand in hand. So I believe it myself as well.
Thank you very much. Tell me, Abby.
I would like to add that about ricotta and Mediterranean cuisine. It's true that ricotta is a cheese coming after it's a secondary product of the cheese, so that's the reason we use it in the dessert recipes, because it's not really to feed ourselves but to take pleasure.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think they are here already. Okay, so just a moment, please. The video is already. Say welcome, please, to our last finalist, Gabriel Soma from Sicily, EU Region of Gastronomy awarded 2025, please. We've been waiting for you, very excited.
Okay, this is the dish I'm bringing you today is the representation of the cannolo of yesterday. This is the same crumble with the skin of the cannolo yesterday, the mousse with the ricotta yesterday on the cannolo inside. The earth of the dish is like a fix sweet, a little bit liquid, and the skin of this fix is like white chocolate. On the side, I want to recreate the skin with the chocolate, white chocolate, pistachio. On the side, the one little fix with no orange, ice cream with the mandarin. I think this is the smell of my country. This is my idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
earth of the dish is figs, the real figs, like a liquid sweet.
Okay.
And I put just only one because I think the dessert is the moment with the family, with the friend, is like together. And I want only one because our family, our friend, we can use with us.
Mm-hmm. Any comments from the jury, or you are enjoying? I think. Please.
Hello. Perfect. Thank you so much for dessert. I really enjoy that you kept the proportions of the pistachios and the orange as the original dish. I feel like that's kind of a way of respecting the original dish. Can you tell me about the ricotta? A bit about how you transformed the cream from yesterday's traditional version to today's.
Okay, I use the same ricotta, but today I make the, I don't know the name in English, like pate bomb. It's like water and sugar, like for 121 grad in the red of the egg. And after I make the fat of the milk, the nata panna, and the ricotta with the sugar. I mix all and I put inside the dish.
Could you tell me, everyone else is served as savory plates. I'm really happy to get a dessert at the end, so thank you for that. But what made you choose a sweet dish for your dish on this competition?
Can you repeat, please? I don't understand.
What made you choose a dessert for this competition?
Yes, because when I read the competition, I see you do make one traditional dish and one innovative dish. When I think about one traditional dish, I think about cannolo, because I think it's the most dessert like represent my country. In Sicily, we have too much cannoli in the little city, but all country have cannolo. I think it's the most dessert represent my country.
And just one more question. You, the shape of the fig, and the fig is really representative. Would you say fig is a typical fruit in Sicily, in your region?
We have too much. When you walk in the street, you see too much tree like figs. When we are young, we take too much figs in the tree. And I think for me this is the smell and the taste of Sicily.
What about Marta? What do you think about this dessert?
I really like it because I find the balance with fruit and the sweet. And sorry, I was eating. And yeah, and right now that you just was talking about the fig, that you in Sicily you have a lot of figs. Now I can understand a little bit more this innovative dish about Sicily. Thank you.
Hello there. It's very innovative, very clever. Can you tell me a little bit about the fruit in the middle, in the middle of the mousse?
Inside the dish? Yes, this is the real figs. I take the real figs and I make one liquid sweet, because the idea is like cut the dish and liquid the sweet is go home. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. No more questions? Diane, any comment?
No, I think no more comments. I think very brave also to be the last one in the competition, but you've given us a very sweet end to the competition, so that's much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. You can leave your dish on the table. An applause for him. Thank you. I can help you. Here you are. What an inspiring day we've witnessed. The young chefs have shown incredible creativity and innovation, bringing hope for the future of gastronomy across Europe. Now that they've done the hard work, the competition part of the event is officially complete. Before we close, I'd like to invite our jury to share a few brief closing remarks. Xavier, please, can we start with you? Closing remarks. We finished.
I am really focused on the notes now. I'm just trying to. It's like very difficult.
You will need a long time to decide. What do you think?
No, not perhaps a long time, but we need to talk and to compare the notes that we fix everyone. Then we're gonna see what could be happen, but. Not easy, not easy.
Not easy. You've got one day to do it, so it's or less, probably less. So, do you want to tell something, some remark? Any remark from?
Just
you said everything.
We've said everything, but congratulations to everybody for such an effort in-house here in the kitchen. Everything has been superb, and the students, not one of them have let themselves down. They can be proud, and onwards and upwards for them all. And we look forward to seeing them. The week isn't over, but we're going to have a busy afternoon.
Yeah, all is said. Basically, I think it's gonna be really, really hard. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we can get out of this table soon, but probably at some time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to stress that I think everyone should be extremely happy with what they've achieved today. I mean, every dish was really good. They served some magnificent pieces of art on the plate. Extremely happy with the outcome, and I think the students also should be. They are young chefs and they have a long culinary career ahead of them, and I think already now they prove that they're on a point far above what should be expected of them at an early age as they are now. So yeah, big applause to them.
Thank you very much. We would like to extend our sincere thanks to Escola Universitaria Hostelería y Turismo Sant Pol de Mar, this amazing place, for hosting us and providing such course. and providing such an exceptional environment for our young chefs to showcase their talents. Tomorrow, we will transfer from the school to the heart of Barcelona, where we will celebrate a special gala evening there in the city, in the Barcelona University. The European, together with a special gala dinner. During this evening, the winners of the European Young Chef Awards 2025, first, second, and third place, first, second, well, it's easier, will be announced. We look forward to seeing you all there for an evening of celebration, recognition, and culinary excellence. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you to all our attendees. Thank you, the jury, please. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Technics, and everybody who is watching us in streaming. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.